You don't want to see what goes on behind the scenes. It's just Cecil being mad. Are you all right?
Yeah.
You calm down.
I want the pillow.
Relax over there.
Well, that's what you're arguing about.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go to sleep? What's up, man? Wake up.
I'm awake, man. I'm awake. I'm here. But anyway.
All right, cool. Can we?
Yes.
Welcome back to the watch along. Welcome back to AFTV. I want it on record. I didn't clap.
I
didn't even start that one. They
worry, man.
got all excited.
It's been a while since I've seen Tosin, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Welcome back, Tosin. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to some revenge tonight. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, Lon's the tip. Oh wow, he's been given one. Fair enough. It's not red. Doesn't quite go.
I don't care.
No, you're fine with it?
Nah, it's comfort, man.
I've nearly knocked my coke. So there we go. Great start to the show. Welcome back, everyone. We've just seen Man United draw 3-3. Another 2-goal lead spilled away from home in the Champions League.
2-0, and you fucked it up.
All that.
I thought the keeper was outstanding, I've got to say.
He did have a good performance, Laurie. Fair play.
All right, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about
As
the
I
fact
said,
that
any black man with a flat top like that deserves what's coming to him.
Bart Simpson. That's Cams would say.
And I can say that because I got no hair. So
That's why you can say that.
That's not just
Say no more. Say no more.
I can say that. Is that a cleaving thing that means you can say that? Okay, fair.
Oh, right.
I don't think I'll get cancelled for that, sure.
Nah, you're all right, man. You're all right.
and we're going to talk about PSV, who were 2-0 down in Seville. And by the way, if Sevilla had won that game, we'd be sitting here, feet up, knowing a draw would be keeping us first place, would be confirming it, but that we'd be through already. Instead, PSV winning 3-2 away from home. After a red card for Ocampos and then goals in the 68th, 81st and 92nd minute have got PSV 3 points and put them a point behind us in the Champions League groups. But as we know, if we do our jobs, a win tonight and we are through. But a draw, so what happens if a draw puts us on 10?
10, yeah.
It would leave, so a draw still qualifies us, but it means it's a shootout between us and PSV, for top spot. So no messing around, Arsenal, I think is the message, Turkish.
We're qualified already, no? Of course we are.
But
we're through
PSV,
already.
No, we're not, because if Lons beat us tonight, they're gone 8 points, so it'd be 9, 8 and 8.
See, I'm not even fathoming that right now, because I think Tosin said it before, revenge is on the cards. It has to be,
not
man.
even registered in
I don't
my
really
mind.
care what happened in the other game. It's 3 points in this one, that's
Exactly.
Yeah, it would have been nice to really not care though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it. 3 points, 3 points at home to Lons gets you top spot in your Champions League group. I don't care what happens in the other one. Just do what you need to do today.
No, I hear that. Yeah. Cecil, how you feeling going into it?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright. I think revenge feels strong, but I just feel like we just get the job done. We've seen the 11. I'm sure we'll go through it at some point in the start of this video. But I'm happy with it. Strong enough to get the job done. I expect Arsenal to just do what they need to do. There's a good enough team out there. Lons, I was there at the game, obviously away. It wasn't luck because it was quite an end-to-end game. We had many chances. They actually had some chances as well, but they took their chances extremely well. Them first touch finishes were quality. I was shocked. I don't think it happens in all their fixtures. I don't think we'll see that tonight at the Emirates. So Arsenal, do what you got to do, get through, and let's move on.
Yeah, I'd say they stuck it on us away from home.
Yeah,
like, they
atmosphere was crazy.
Like we had our moments in that game. We were kind of poor, but still could have scored 2 or 3. But the big thing was that they were just really physical. They took the game to us. That's why when we were talking about it on Forever Arsenal, this whole park the bus thing, it's like, well, how much is that really true? Because actually we've struggled when teams like Chelsea, Lons have actually taken it to us. So interesting to see how Lons play today, and obviously they'll know that with PSV winning, which it looked like they weren't going to at some point. Now the pressure is on Lons to deliver, otherwise Arsenal PSV might just see it out not next week, in 2 weeks' time. Let's go through the 11. Tosin, Raya keeps his place. I'm not opening that big debate again because it's just been done to death.
Please don't.
Even I was watching the starting 11 show again. And I understand why it's talked about so much, but you just sort of think, okay.
It's boring.
Yeah, a little bit, let's be honest. I mean, speaking of goalkeepers, we're just watching the Onana errors. None of that, please. Whoever's in goal. They could have started. If Carl Hines started in goal, I'd be furious if he let that in.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a horror show.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
That one is. To be fair,
I didn't see a hint of this at Inter Milan. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
Is it the pressure? I don't know.
Maybe someone
Martial's
from his
killed him there
country's
as well.
put a curse on him or something. I don't know. Like
Martial's gone to
things. I don't know.
That one's bad. I
I've
can't
got to
lie.
say it as a bad, two horrendous errors. But Kai, he's even embarrassed actually. He's like, yeah, okay. Kai Havertz comes in for Trossard, and that's the only change otherwise, other than the goalkeeper. So, what's your wish list for Havertz? What's your set of targets
Christmas
today?
is on the horizon.
Yeah,
What would you
we're
like?
about to hit December. What do you need?
Just get more goals from open play and look like you actually belong in the team. I think he's got. I said it previously on Saturday. He's gone from awful to average now. So I just want you to go from average to decent. I think that's what we're working with now with Havertz, really. Just give me decent performances, because you're not going to get dislodged out of this team. You're Arteta's love child. So if you're going to be there, just give me something decent. That's it.
It's like manager's son, innit? It's like manager's son, innit?
Like, did you see Brentford? Like, Havertz nearly looked embarrassed. Arteta grabbing him.
Yeah, he's pointing at him like,
come on, Kai. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. You're treating this like he's your 6-year-old. I ain't ever seen Arteta treat his kids like that. Like, at the end of the season, you're doing that to Kai Havertz.
Jones, man, I've actually seen Martin Odegaard do that a lot after games, bring a young player forward, point them, and you get the fans there. But when your manager's coming up, headlocking,
Havertz
man.
looked embarrassed, man.
Well, you know what? I mean,
Mikkel's smaller than Havertz.
That was more about the manager than him. You know, I thought that was a little bit cheesy to me.
Yeah.
Because basically what that was is that, see, he's proved me right. It was less to do with Havertz and more to do with the manager taking the praise. That's how I read that. That's how I read that.
Yeah, I think it was also. I think it was a bit of that. I think there was a bit of enjoy your moment, Kai.
I think it was 70% of I told you this guy was going to come good.
Do you know the one thing I quite respect about Kai is that I think he's very aware of his performances.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've seen his. I know there was some criticism of his celebration for doing that. I don't think that was a message. I think that was just a celebration.
It's quite goofy, isn't it?
But
it's a bit nerdy,
like with
You
that,
wear chains, bro.
It is, right?
You wear chains, Snoochie chains. What's good? Come on, he's got to celebrate, innit? This is alright.
No, but like I quite like the self-awareness. Like when he scored the penalty at Bournemouth, there was just kind of like a little like.
That's true.
You know, I quite like that. He's like, look, I know I'm not delivering. I've had a moment.
Yeah, that was
Let's
true.
we build on
I
it.
agree with that.
Yeah, because
No,
if
but
he ran and took his top off.
No, but what did you
that'd be
expect him to
shameless.
do? Did you expect him to do an Elanga, rip his shirt off? We were 3-0 up against Bournemouth.
No, but
He
sometimes
shouldn't even have taken a penalty. Someone said, "Yeah."
I've seen Harry Maguire score in like a friendly for England, and he both cupped his ears and then silenced his ears. Like, so what?
During a knee slide.
During a knee slide. Yeah. Roy Keane was on ITV at half time going, "It's embarrassing."
Sometimes footballers have no
I've seen some
self-awareness
stuff.
on it. I once remember, I don't know if you remember seeing it, QPR, I think it was QPR,
Cecil, right? Yeah, that was
4-0 down. He scores a good goal.
And he's going mad.
Ripping his shirt off and running towards him. I was like,
This Vinicius did that as well. Vinicius did that as well. Vinicius did it.
Vinicius scored against some. I think it was like a Conference League team. And he did the Mbappe, but apparently, let me just caveat by saying, apparently there was a link to something.
Bro.
That, like, it wasn't just a.
I'll never justify.
But he got ripped from.
We've had a few as well. We've had a few.
But yeah, so anyway, Kai didn't do that. For me, I'll tell you what I want to see from Kai Havertz is don't look. This is gonna sound really mean. I don't mean it to, but don't look any worse than anyone on that pitch. What I mean is, when he came on against Brentford, what I liked about it. He was moving the ball quicker than Odegaard. He was getting in good positions. There was a bit of class, a bit of silk to what he was doing. He just kept things moving. He just looked, and then he made the run to the back post, got on the end of a cross and scored. Like, it was just doing the basics. But it's fair to say he hasn't been doing the basics up to this point, apart from work rate. That's probably what I'd give him: work rate, winning headers, that kind of thing. I want to see him come in. Arsenal look fluid and him just look a part of that fluidity. Because even last year, Saka, he got goals and assists, but he still wasn't driving past 5 men. He still wasn't, dropping step overs left, right, and centre. Threading through balls every game. Mm-hmm. He still played at a level that was just very solid, very consistent. But he started adding to his tally, and that's what I want to see from Havertz. I'm not expecting magic.
It'd be really nice for him to just make that position his. In the sense of like, look, when people come in. Like when he came in for Martin Odegaard and he was in that space, I was looking at him to do a Martin Odegaard performance and more. Now you're not there, Martin Odegaard's in that position. You kind of got to make that 8 role yours, because Trossard, Arteta's tried so many different people in that position. No one's really solidified that position down. Havertz, and I'm not asking for crazy amounts, just, have a good game, don't be the worst on the pitch, and make it your own. Make it be like, we don't have to think about, if Trossard was there, he'd be better in that position. He would have scored that chance. I don't think of that at all tonight. So to make it his own.
It's about incremental steps. Like, he did well on Saturday.
I think,
but I think now he needs to develop some consistency, because we kind of heard all this before after the Bournemouth game, innit? Remember? When he got that goal.
No, I don't think man was saying now you've got to kick off because
No,
he's
but
got
I
to
think
get a
people-
charity
The point I'm
penalty.
trying to make is when he got that goal against Bournemouth, everyone said, right, this could be the turning point.
Maybe.
And it didn't happen that
All
way.
the confidence coins are banked.
You love the
They're banked.
You love that word.
confidence coins.
There is no
Is
more.
that your thing?
Listen, it just came to my mind.
Confidence coins is
Because at the end
sick.
of the day, what we just mentioned with the Mikel Arteta headlock, this is the guy. He's had a penalty. He's got a goal now. It's a game winner in a tough away fixture. He is the difference. What more confidence do you need now?
he played big.
So kicking on from here that's it. This is the chance now he has, because if he doesn't kick on from here, then we're buying a new 8. Or we have to buy a new 8.
No, but what I'm
need to
saying,
buy one
Regardless,
when I'm talking about incremental steps, though, I'm not saying he's got to go out and have a worldie tonight as well,
Confident
back
points.
to back. Well, hopefully he does, but I'm not saying that that's the minimum expectation. What I'm saying, have a good game, and like Cecil said, start to make that position in the team your own. That's only going to come with consistency.
Honestly, his best position is the role he played against Brentford.
Yeah.
He needs to be coming off the bench. I did not envisage him.
I hear that.
No shame on him.
I hear
bro.
that.
Like, I did not envisage him this season being like a guaranteed starter. I thought you're going to be someone that gives us more variety and more quality coming off the bench. I
hear
did
that.
not foresee this experiment that Arteta's done.
But do you pay
it is what
£60
it is.
million for somebody to just...
Why not?
65,
Why
65.
not? City did.
Yeah, but
Do you
that's
know,
City.
Yeah, but we're trying to compete. Then why not?
The most I've liked Havertz in that central midfield role was, this is going far back, and I know
City.
what everyone's going to say, Miji. No, see, against City, he played up front in the community show. I liked his performance then. He played in midfield against Barcelona in pre-season.
He's not a
I know it was
striker.
pre-season, a rotator, whatever, but he, compared to all the other Arsenal players
Yeah,
on the
he was
pitch,
good.
he looked like he belonged. That's what I want to see. Did he do anything in the middle? He scored.
I think
Yeah,
of
everyone played well,
our
but we had a
striking
great
options,
game,
of
mate.
which we've discussed a lot of times on this show, Jesus, Trossard, Eddie, they're all ahead of him, in my opinion.
I don't
Eddie
think-
said it,
I don't
Havertz,
put
yeah,
Nketiah's ahead. I don't put Nketiah ahead. I'd rather Havertz play up top than Nketiah, to be
No,
honest.
why?
That's fair enough to
Offers more. He
You
really offers.
What
you
does he
found a
offer?
new enemy, though, yeah? You found a new enemy.
I'm testing the glove against Eddie's standard, though.
No, but seriously, what does he offer
fanboy.
more than Eddie do?
Like, Eddie's a better finisher, but I feel like Havertz is
No,
playing
you know,
there.
what does he offer more than Eddie?
I think he brings in the attack, the wingers a lot better than Nketiah does.
Better in the air.
I think he does.
I would like to see it because
Laurie's hurt you.
I've seen...
That sofa's in trouble, but they're arguing already, bro.
It's not even an argument. I like
No,
Nketiah.
but me and him argue about Eddie all the time, like, so that's,
Yeah,
that's
I heard
why.
on Saturday that you're Nketiah's dad, basically.
He loves them off still, I can't lie.
All right, we'll get some score predictions in a sec.
catch
Let's
his dad, mate.
let's get the thoughts. Actually, hold on, let's get to the super chat. Sorry, 'cause I've left these for a second. Konar says Saka to shine because he will finally be left one-on-one. Arsenal to win 3-0. Big up the gang on the watch along. Let's go over to Nick to get a score prediction as well. And welcome, he's on the information station. How are you, Nick?
I'm all good. A couple of quick notes before the game. This is Bukayo Saka actually made his debut on this day back in 2018 in the Europa League. It was his first team debut. Arsenal should be free-flowing as we've just kicked off, by the way. We've scored 9 in 4 games and we haven't lost at home in the last 7 Champions League games. And we're one of the informed teams in the Champions League. Struggled to score. Been struggling to score in the Premier League, but have been free scoring in this. And just a little noteworthy tidbit as David Raya tries to play out from the back there. Lens do actually have 4 ex-Premier League players in their ranks. Ex-goalkeeper, ex-Forest, ex-Newcastle, ex-Leicester and ex-Southampton. So they've got some English experience in there.
Fair enough, Nick. Score prediction, mate?
3-0.
3-0 to Arsenal.
A lot of people
They have kicked off 40 seconds in and Arsenal just getting a feel of the ball. Turkish, your score prediction?
3-1.
Yeah, I went 4-0 forever, Cess.
I went 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go 3.
Yeah.
I go 2-0.
Are we unbeaten at home in every competition?
Yeah.
Am I going mad? Yeah. I know we're on the Premier League, I don't know if in every
I hope
competition.
we're not sort of underestimating Lens too
Yeah.
much, because let's face it, they did beat us in the corresponding.
Yeah, we've got to take this seriously.
Yeah.
That's why I really want to beat him.
But is it me though that
foggy, boy.
I just feel that this group is not that strong?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
our group.
Yeah, the group is not. You look at some of the other groups, man. I mean,
Yeah, yes and
to
no.
me, this,
On paper,
this,
but
No, honestly, on paper,
we've
no.
been dealt
But not
quite
yeah, paper,
favourably.
no, but it's Champions League. Like.
Yeah, and performance-wise, like
The teams in this group are not very good. I know Lens beat us, and I'm looking forward to see how they play tonight. But Sevilla, PSV, let's be honest, man, they have not been particularly strong opposition. And in fact, when we played Sevilla at home a few weeks back, I said, and I know some people at the time criticised me, I described them as the worst team to come to the Emirates this season.
yeah, no, Sevilla,
Yeah, you said
they
it
were
once or
terrible.
twice.
Sevilla have been the biggest disappointment, but Lens have they've kind of surprised me, and PSV have been decent, if you ask me. I'm looking at other teams. I'm looking at
They done well against us last
that-
season.
was that
when
right,
PSV
Pass?
knocked us out?
Last season.
yeah.
Yeah.
PSV knocked us out. Let's not forget that.
Last
PSV are good.
season.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying, like,
PSV's right.
Not knocked us out.
No, sorry, we lost them, not knocked us out.
No,
Sorry,
last
apologies.
They
season.
knocked us out in
looking at
2007.
I'm looking at other groups, like for example, Newcastle's group, right? I've looked at Milan's performances. They've not been that great. I'm looking at Dortmund. Yeah, Dortmund got a win, but Dortmund haven't been that good.
can't play
PSG haven't been that
next
good.
to
So on
Dortmund.
paper, it looks hard. Like these teams have not been that good.
That's true.
2.5 minutes in, nice balls played out to Saka, but poor touch. Arsenal just trying to get in a rhythm. Young Kip with a super chat said, well, he said he just had a stroke thinking he saw Tobes in an Arsenal kit.
Oh, okay.
He says, I know it's his twin, but my brain can't compute it. There are a few comments on the last watch along. I mean, I know you've been asked this a million times, but how often do you two get into big Arsenal-Tottenham related debates? Because
When it's changed since not living at home together, but when we lived at home together, we used to fight all the time.
Really?
Like basically physical fights. Because you know how my brother is. He just chats so much rubbish. So like he was chatting rubbish
so
when Spurs
angry.
were actually rubbish. So when they got a bit decent, oh my goodness, unbearable to live with. So definitely nowadays it's
I had
much
a
more
big
relaxed.
run-in with him over the weekend on WhatsApp. Your brother.
Really? Nowadays, I don't. He knows he baits me, so I don't give him the satisfaction anymore. Because I know if he baits me, it's game over.
He's got a
for
cheek
him.
to be baiting you at the moment.
Was there ever a moment where either one of you nearly became a fan of each other's team?
Impossible.
There's no way.
Never.
Maybe
I'm thinking at the age of 10, like
Never.
where you're like, is there not a moment like my
Never.
brother supports a different team to me, or was it just like, yeah, brotherly
Never.
rivalry?
We
here we go?
both hate.
Life must be
each
so
other.
good for you on your side compared to him. He must just see things so differently. I find it's crazy to me that you both support different teams and rival teams, and there's so much misery on that side. But anyway, it's
There was a video that went viral. It's actually what made us start doing like football content for the first time. It went viral.
Is it?
Like 2016. It was on like I'm Just Bait. It was just us fighting each other on derby. Tops off, like in boxes. Yeah. I can't find the video. I cannot. I think one of my friends.
Tosin, listen to me. I'm telling you, I'll pay you to find that video.
I can't find the video. It's
Broski,
crazy.
I'll
out there, it's
I'll
definitely
tell
there.
Scott
It's out
Fuggery,
there.
leave you out of it. I just need that. Listen, Broski, I'll pay you, bro.
Listen, I'll pay you. Serge is serious, boy.
Well, you know what could be made by with that?
You just scrap it, or what? He said
No,
your book.
because basically how it happened is.
So in the boxes. That's
No,
mad.
because it was because both of us usually are at the match, right? We weren't able to go, and weirdly enough, we were both in like dressing gowns. Like,
Yeah.
Somehow, both of us were in
Aye,
watching
that
the
video
match,
be fucking
and he was
funny.
chatting so much rubbish before the match, like just talking, and then when Harry Kane scored, he was screaming at my face, and I told you, I'm like, oh man. And then we got the equaliser. I just went ballistic. I took off the robe, and I was just there. No shirt, and I was just screaming at him. It was a mess.
How old?
Go on, Toby.
We were grown men. We were like, like 21, 20. Like, we were grown men.
Being able to spot the difference would be hilarious. Oh, that video's got to be found.
Fair play, fair play. They see what you're doing, Turkish, in the comments, yeah?
Listen, that goes to the comments as well. First person to DM me that video, yeah, £50. DM me that video. If you're the first person to find that and DM it, I promise you £50.
That video
You're
was
putting out
surface,
like
boy.
wanted posters for this video.
That'd be quality though, man. What
be
Scott
hilarious.
could do with that, I could
Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Well,
Tomiyasu is getting forward at the moment, like in that first couple of
Which
minutes.
is interesting.
Nice
Because we don't underlap or overlap anymore.
No.
So it's interesting to see him there.
He's gone just a second ago, he was down the wing by himself running with the ball. So you're right there, Tosin.
I
It's
think
weird.
that kind of evolved from him, hasn't it? When he first came, he wasn't as venturous.
Yeah.
Now
Go
he's
on.
getting more used to
lucky.
the systems.
Yeah, but even like Tosin said, recently you haven't really seen our fullbacks overlap as much. You've seen them drift inside a little bit, but
Which is
actual
strange.
overlaps.
we
he
are
is.
definitely more adventurous at
Oh,
home.
that's a
Nice.
goal. Oh,
Come on,
sorry,
Jesus,
people.
man.
That's poor.
That's poor.
Good ball from Zinni.
That's a great ball.
Well, the man told you straight. He said he's not, you know what I mean? Goals is not his forte.
Well, he should have just
come on, you know what?
I actually understand that as well, you know, because scoring goals is not my.
Took
I
his
think it
arm
means it's
off
not
it
his
or what?
strongest attribute. Because scoring goals, I'm a striker, was never my
I think a lot
strongest
of it was
attribute.
lost in translation.
It was,
I'm going to
yeah.
give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
It was.
He does. He provides a lot more for the team than just scoring goals.
So 21 Savage is at the Emirates, by the way. We've had it confirmed. He was on the big screens holding his shirt saying Savage with the number 21. So there you go. Last time it was a European game and we had Kim Kardashian.
What's his lyric on the Pop Smoke tune?
Oh, what, at the sporting
Still
match?
got to see the Gunners win the Premier League.
I knew you would. Look at James is so with it.
I don't really like that song that much.
Oh, I love that song. Still, to see the Gunners win Premier League. Big up 21. Robbie's trying to get him on a fan cam, everyone. So just so you know, we are trying all our sources.
Imagine Robbie with 21 Savage. Like, it's just not good enough.
When's it gonna end, Robbie? Imagine he says that.
Oh man.
Oh my days. That'd be brilliant.
I need a good performance from Erdegaard today.
Is that what you're looking at to really
Yeah,
step
it's just,
up?
I think the concussion. I'm hoping it's just a concussion.
Was
I actually think it's true.
it confirmed that he had concussion?
I believe so. Yeah. I just don't think he's not been good generally this season. He's got decent stats, but he's not been great this season so far.
What do you say? So what's your thoughts on Saka then? Because people say Saka hasn't been great this season,
Saka's
but his stats are also very good.
But
'Cause he
Saka's
pops
a
up.
monster though. Like I that's why I rate him so highly, because even when he's not at his like best, I think we're seeing a 6.5 out of 10 Saka, and he's still getting this output.
Yeah, he's still getting the assists or big goal or big chance created.
People is trying to say,
I think that's a measure of his quality. You know,
It
when
is
they-
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I think.
It is confirmed, by the way. He said it himself on the Arsenal website. He had, first of all, issue with his hip. While I was dealing with that, I got concussion as well, which ruled me out of a couple of games too. Then on top of that, I got sick, so I had a rough few
Nice,
weeks, he says.
Jeez. Thank you for confirming that, because I did a
Yeah,
recent
that-
video
that-
of Fabio
that makes
Vieira,
sense,
and I was
'cause
like,
he's not-
I don't know what it really was in the end.
He's not been at his best. Hopefully,
Yeah, but I was going to say, does that account for the whole season?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, but
I've learned a lot about concussion recently because someone I know, well, my girlfriend's had it, and it's like a couple of weeks, man. It can actually really,
it can.
like, and I kind of didn't really know much about it. You hit your head, and obviously, you know, okay, you can be a bit dazed for it, but no, it's serious. So I kind of didn't really take it that seriously when I sort of read a few weeks ago about it, but.
You know what? If someone told me in the 90s that in 2023 people will be out after getting hit in the face with a ball,
Is that a lack of
I would
empathy
have
coming
been like,
through
no
again?
chance. Back in the day, that was just, it was
No,
normal.
but I
like,
see where you're coming from. I do see.
You get 2 games out because the balls hit your face. Come on.
back in those days, a man playing
foul.
with bandage, blood coming off their head,
Bro.
getting cracking on defending, and saying, yeah.
That's the
and
extreme of it.
re-heading.
Right. This
That's-
is ball to the face.
I think you're speaking more as an MMA fan, aren't you? You're thinking,
Nah, like I said,
No.
come on.
get on with it. That's what
Laurie.
That should be a yellow for Kai, though,
That
shouldn't it?
should be.
It's a good. I kind of
a good
agree.
foul.
It's kind of a. You know, the game got stretched there, so he did well to foul him, but to come out without a yellow,
He
fair
got lucky
play.
there.
Blue, red, and yellow.
He got lucky.
Oh.
We haven't really found the rhythm yet, though.
No, we haven't really
I
started
think,
to dominate
I think
control of
both
possession.
teams are struggling at the moment.
I love comments like this. Fancy talking about the game. Yeah, it's a 0-0. Neither team have had any shots.
Yeah.
Like, no, I hear what you're saying, but nothing's,
do that, I know.
nothing's happening. You know, I get what you're saying, but that is sort of more a measure of what Arsenal do in this game. A lot of possession, but nothing to come of it. I think that Zinni ball to Jesus.
Really
The
was-
one thing is, there's a good pace in our passing that we didn't have
Yeah,
against
much higher
Brentford.
tempo.
I agree. I think you should provide a running commentary.
Please don't.
Do you want to do it, Laurie?
I think they're calling.
pass.
Yeah, this is nice. This is
Go
quicker.
on.
Overlap. Oh, here we go.
This is so interesting. Why don't we do this in the league?
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Oh my God!
That's a chance for him.
Was that another in goal or what?
Unlucky. It's a good attempt. It's a good attempt.
I don't know what happened
it's
there.
The way it
The keeper just kind of stood there, didn't
He
he?
actually did
onside.
really well to generate
It's a good attempt.
Yeah.
a decent direction of power.
agreed.
That's great football, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Was he offside? Was
But
he
why is that? Why are we overlapping now?
It's a decent effort.
Maybe.
I think he judged the flight as...
Keep
No,
it
he's done well.
It's a
He's
good
done well
attempt.
there. He's done well there.
That's actually, do you know what? That's a decent
well.
effort.
It's a
I
good
can't-
attempt.
If that was on target, that would have went in because the goalkeeper was way off it.
I'm waiting for that tonight. I think it's happening. Another Havertz goal from open play.
As my striking teacher,
Good pass.
coach, sorry, used to say, yeah, you have to hit the head of the ball the way the keeper's just come from. So he's done well there. He's done well there. Right
Played.
direction.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. There was a better tempo. Against Brentford, we were just so sluggish.
So poor.
Going through the motions. Just feels a
I'll
bit-
chalk that one down to just post-international break
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
They were bad.
Also, I think Brentford can just do that. I don't know what it is about them.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Oh, Jesus.
Classic
Play him.
Jesus.
He's quite good, isn't he?
Classic.
He's quite good, isn't he? Edge.
Martinelli.
Odegaard. Oh, too late.
Yeah, I actually think he did the right thing there.
Yeah, there wasn't a gap. There was an open
Back
gap.
post.
Martinelli?
Oh.
Jesus. Zip.
Come on!
Yes! My guy! Yeah! That's what I needed!
Actually did the fucking celebration.
Open play, Havertz goal.
Jesus did well there as well.
Come on. Again.
Well played. Well played, Kai. Come on.
Hey, well done.
That should open up a bit, yeah.
That's good football. That's good from Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's more. I mean, we asked.
Tempo through the line.
Before we started this, what did we ask for him? We just said a good performance. Well, listen, it's funny because no one said a goal. I don't know if anyone expected him to score, but he's scored now.
good.
It's
Nah,
good.
man, it didn't go to him. No, it didn't go.
No,
Oh, no, it didn't go to him. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
He's good. He's good.
Well
Good
done,
finish.
Kai.
Good finish.
Is it me, but the goalkeeper was weak there, bro?
Yeah, he waited.
They're not checking it though, are they?
No, they can't be checking that. Is that
That's not.
Unless they think Jesus interfered,
Look
but
at the
surely
keeper. Look
not.
at the keeper. That's
he timidly outside of his boot finished it. I
It was
rate that.
crap
though.
by the keeper, actually.
It is
bad.
I thought it went the other
Played
side
by
of him.
Jesus.
A
'Cause it went-
goalkeeper there, I'm sorry, goes through.
There's
Like
nothing-
a goalkeeper there goes.
You make that.
There's
You
nothing about this goal that should be ruled out. Like, there's nothing.
I never said. You see this VAR thing, bro.
No, but I think that they mustn't be checking it. They mustn't be checking it.
I think they are checking.
Let's go over to Nick for his reaction to the goal. Also, if he can get anything on commentary. Yeah, they are checking it.
Because the original ball was going toward Jesus, so
Yeah,
the
but-
argument is
Still ongoing at the moment. Just on what you guys were saying before, we've had all season Arsenal have had the most touches in the opposition box across all competitions, but are only 7th for XG. So clearly that final ball is lacking, and they are just still having a look at the offside.
Yeah, Mikel ain't happy.
But I mean, even if it was ruled out, I mean, it will mean everything for his confidence. But the check is complete, and it is 1-0.
Your thoughts on the goal and the general start to the game, Nick?
I think that we're seeing a lot of the same issues that we've seen before at the beginning. You know, some of the passing looks fluid, but again, just lacking a little bit of that final ball. I actually think Havertz being not on the best of form has taken a lot of the attention away from Odegaard being off form as well. Last season was, one of the best seasons he's ever had, and he's shooting from everywhere and things like that. So that's going to have an impact as well. But, Kai Havertz is scoring in back-to-back games. Can't complain.
Can't complain. One day, I can't wait till you go to the information station and you go, thoughts on the goal? There was a goal? Like, that classic...
We had a moment, do you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a moment, like I asked Frank about something and he was like, what was it about?
a yellow card, I think.
I think it was a yellow card.
What, he was like...
Go on, man.
Yeah, can the ref get out of the way?
That would so be me. 1-0, that's a good start. Listen,
Cecil, was this keeper, was it the same guy that played in goal when we played him at Lons?
I don't know. I can check that for you. Or
We have an information station for
Oh
this.
my goodness, he's done in there.
Saliba.
He's spun in there.
Yeah, but he can't.
Nick, if you could have a little look at the goalkeeper starting for Lons.
Yeah, I will do, yeah. He's ex-Tottenham Forest,
Who's
I know that.
Wahi?
Yeah.
Yeah, why he's good. That's that danger player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of
Bamba. No, who was the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper who... Was it when they got promoted?
Samba.
Samba.
Yeah.
Is that who's in goal now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine. He was at Forest?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the group. So as it stands, so we can't be topped. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No, yeah, because if they'll be 11. Okay, cool. It's good. Do you know what, Lonson? I didn't expect them to come out as they did when was it their place, to be honest. But it was definitely not as intense and as fast as what it was there. But I think we're dealing with it well. Getting an early goal helps us massively, though. By the way,
I definitely expected them to play good because they've been pants in their league, but it's a Champions League away game. You know, especially for a team that's not been in it for like donkeys, they're gonna step it up. I think we kind of didn't really respect them.
These man just.
That's a foul.
Of course, that's a foul.
Did you guys see Mikel Arteta's quotes on the traffic and basically saying we're struggling to be fluid because essentially teams are defending so well against us. Anyone see it? Anyone really?
I saw it. I read it. I mean, he's got a point, but at the same time, I'm not really having it. Like, a good team adjusts to it.
Facts.
You can't. I personally think he's just doing that because he likes to. Contrary to popular belief about how Arteta likes to blame. He protects our players a lot with some of his comments. I think he's just protecting the team there because we've not clicked clearly offensively. So he's just trying to find ways to give the team time to click. That's what I see.
No, but if you think about it, it's not just a criticism of the players, it's also a criticism of him.
Yeah.
So that's why
But I think
take exception to that.
I think you can only slightly criticise. I just don't think the players have clicked that much, to be honest. I don't know what's going on.
I said, we were talking about this the other day, and I said, if you think about it, the style is evolving from last season. So,
Gabby.
if you look at it logically, right, so last season we were a bit more attacking, a bit more open, but a bit lacking sometimes defensively, where this season, defensively, we're very impressive.
Yeah.
So the sacrifice to that is that you lose a little bit of that attacking flair, if you know what I mean. So,
yeah.
But also the surprise factor as well. Let's not forget, no one expected Arsenal to be what we were last season. I remember listening to Danny Simpson, him saying when we won the league for Leicester, everyone just thought, it's Leicester. Not saying that we're the same level as them, but we were going through a lot of bad performances before that season. And no one really, they were like, it's Leicester. I'm not going to prepare for this long ball over the top of Jamie Vardy because we can beat them, we're better than them. And I think when it comes to Arsenal, people just thought, okay, they might be that team, but that's just a one-off. They're going to go back to their old ways, and that never happened.
Fair point.
All of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that never happened. But for us, and this season, I think now they're more prepared. It's like, oh shit, this is the Arsenal that we're of the old, and we've got to be prepared for them. And now we're focusing more on just being defensively sound, and it will click though. I genuinely believe it will click. It's just
I also think Arsenal did a lot
building
tactically, and Arteta doesn't get enough credit for this.
I think so as well.
Arsenal did a lot tactically last year that teams didn't know what to do with. Zinni coming into midfield, everyone goes, Pep invented the inverted fullback. He invented two tucking in. I never saw him play with one coming all the way in central midfield. And I think that was a headache for teams. And then we also had touchline wingers has been a thing for a long time, but actually you've had two inside forwards at Liverpool, and we're talking two really direct, hard, fast, powerful, electric wingers that were just a nightmare to keep up with. And I think teams have learnt to prep for that more. And other teams have now evolved their teams in a certain way to play like that to a degree. I know Pep did it with Sterling and Sane, but that was 5 years before.
That's true.
About 4 years before.
The crucial thing is
Arteta didn't invent it. But
I fully agree with that, because if you watch the way Arsenal played last season, a lot of our game, especially with the right side of Thomas Partey, so much of that game was all about getting Bukayo Saka one-on-one. Same with Martinelli. So I think he really did that well. Yeah. And to be honest, I'd rather my team be solid defensively and win.
Well, this is what I was going to say.
I'd rather that.
Most teams that win the title,
start with defence.
Most teams that win the title, it's built on a very solid defence. You know.
Nice, Tommy.
You look at most of the teams that win titles.
Exactly.
Rock solid defence, and you build from there onwards.
Isn't it? Like,
so if you've got to make that adjustment, I'm sure the fans would rather take that.
But it's also just good pass. It's also just relationships as well, because you think about last season, Xhaka and Zinchenko had a good understanding. Martinelli and Jesus had a good understanding. Partey and Saka had a good understanding.
Nice.
Whereas this season, I don't really see that as much.
Yeah, the relationships
I only see that with Trossard and Saka. I don't really see that type of chemistry with everyone else. Yeah, even with Ødegaard and Saka, it's not the same as last season.
Definitely not the same.
I think maybe Partey being injured is a part of that. I'm not sure.
Chris of the Super Chat says United are the first team to ever concede 14 in 5 in the Champions League. It's incredible.
That's a stat.
They've also scored 3 goals in each of their 3 away games, 3 or more.
1v1.
No, yeah, 3 goals in each of their away games.
Saka.
And obviously they're sitting bottom.
Go on.
Good run from Saka and Jesus.
Thank God!
What a goal!
Beautiful.
Goal.
Jesus! For someone that says goal scoring, come on. What a finish.
Saka done very well.
He had 1v1. He never really gets that. So only 2v1 breaks through all those players. And
Well,
then Jesus,
but
the intelligence to not
If you
strike the
watch
ball.
Jesus a lot, you know that he's exactly capable of that type of goal.
No, but yeah.
But then the frustrating thing is
Fine, man.
he will miss from 5 yards out. A chance that he should have scored.
No,
brilliant
that's what you
finish.
get.
That's
What
quality.
a goal. He sat him
The
down.
listen,
oh my
for a
goodness.
striker to not want to strike that straight away and chop there, that's
Well
quality.
played, Saka.
No, look at him to push it back here as well.
For those who haven't seen it, Saka drives into the box. It rolls to Jesus, who could slap it with his left, but he just chops onto his
He
right.
sends two man.
We saw that in the opening
Sit
game
him
against
down.
PSV at home, but it was saved by the
Bang.
keeper. That time he goes low and to the far corner, and he just rolls it past.
Saka,
That's a Saka assist.
Yeah.
Oh my
Saka
goodness.
That is
is
a
a
Saka
What a
assist.
player.
machine.
Another assist for Bukayo Saka, unbelievable.
And people always say,
Oh,
Jesus.
come on, Bukayo, man.
that was nice.
Stop it,
Bukayo.
Wow.
Saka. Riding down the wing. So, I like the tunes.
Abdullah with Super Chat says, being top of the league without clicking is adjusting to the traffic. We need to win the league once the hard way, then we will be the new City.
Shout out to
Okay, I see what you're saying. Abdullah says, City's first title with Pep wasn't clicking football every game. They'll have both ugly and pretty wins. Abdullah, I slightly disagree because it was the Centurions.
The
and
Centurion, they were
unbelievable.
scintillating.
But I kind of get your point in general about winning your first league title
However,
after
the
a long
treble
time.
winning season last season wasn't clicking at the beginning with Haaland.
they only clicked the
then they
last, like,
started-
month and a half.
Yeah, they went into
I
that
think
run
we
and
might
just
be
said,
making a little bit too much of this clicking and fluency. I mean, we're still, we're not even halfway yet.
Yeah,
in the
sure.
league.
That's fair.
As I said, the team is evolving. You spoke as well about players building relationships and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
We look alright in this game.
Well, I was going to say, it suggests that opposition is a part of it because we're pretty comfortable. We're playing some nice football. The tempo's good. You know, there is an opposition with other good managers who are trying to stop us at the same time. And
Agreed.
it's hard to always have the answer to that. But
Well done, Kai.
Well done, Kai Havertz. See, this is
playing
I've got on Marte with
Hold
a
on,
score,
sorry.
right?
Bang.
Yeah. Oh,
Goal.
another goal contribution from Bukayo Saka. 3-0 after 23
What's
minutes.
Saka on that in the Champions League? It must be
Mad
like
goals.
3 goals, 3 assists, 4 goals.
We're going to find out from Nick in just a second. Get those for us.
Do you guys?
He's 17 G.
By the way, Havertz brilliant in that. Well done.
he
Very good.
But you see what he showed there was a bit of hunger to get in front of the defender. That's what's been lacking in the first 12
Do you guys
games.
though agree with me
Hunger.
what
Do you see
I was
what-
saying about the standard of these teams in the Champions League?
Yeah, Lens have been terrible.
Because I'm telling you now, our Premier League oppositions have been.
No, in general,
That's poor keeping.
the standards have gone down in the Champions League. But even back in the day when the standards were sky high, Lens is the 4th place team in the group. You get it in terms of
Look at that, he
seeds.
just parried it straight to the player.
Do you know that move there by Kai Havertz is no better example than what I was trying to explain by just do the simple
Exactly.
things
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
He got in
Turn
front of
and
his
run, all of
man,
that
lovely
stuff.
touch into his stride, rolled it to Martinelli without putting it behind him, overcooking it, nothing
Yeah,
like
just
that.
calm.
That is just proper
well
and he's
done.
well, he nearly won the ball there. That's just good midfield play, facilitating the forwards, winning the ball and keeping things moving.
Yep.
Like for me, that's as impressive as getting on the end of a goal for me because
I agree.
obviously the goals are the big moments, but do that 5-6 times in a game and you get Arsenal ticking.
Yep.
Love it.
We were laughing about Onana, but seriously, this keeper, he's having an absolute.
Same haircut.
He's having a hard. Bart Simpson team.
All 3 goals, man. Seriously.
Oh, we're in again.
No way.
How'd you fuck that up?
By the way, who had on Forever Arsenal? I had 4-0 and I've got another 70 minutes to get the 4.
Yeah, I think it's the best. Everyone else.
You had 3-1, so you need
3-1.
Alon's goal now. So.
No, but that 3-1, that 3-0, it's not staying 3-0.
Oh, yeah, 3-0. Oh, yeah, 3-0.
No, I think Lee or Jordan had.
This will
Yeah,
be
one of
5
them
or
did for
6.
sure. Yeah, Lee did, because I was going to go
This
3
is
and I
looking like
said
a
I'd go
7.
1
I'm not
up.
gonna lie.
I'd like to see some youngsters at half time
This
or
is
just
looking
after
like a
half time
7.
personally.
It makes me
Start
sick that
Barnes
Lee
Lewis
Judges
then.
is in the stadium going, I don't want any more goals.
He'll be like
70
You know
minutes
that's what
of
he's
being
saying.
bored
He'll be
now. He is a disgrace, isn't he?
He's doing
I've
it
never
right
liked
now.
him.
Saka.
There's
He
Saka.
bought that well there.
What's that for him this season? 17 GNA? Something
he-
like that. His
he's up.
stats are stupid this season.
Even Odegaard, he said he hasn't done well, but he's actually got, I think he's got in all competitions like 5 goals already this season. I know it's not loads, but that's more than a lot of midfielders so far. So I'd love to see Saka's numbers and Jesus' numbers in Champions League are high.
Yeah, that's what, 2 goals in 4. No, 2-5 in the Champions League now.
By the way, Dave, not Dave the rapper Dave, has tweeted, "Football cannot affect me anymore." He's a Man United fan.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of United fans are feeling that.
Jesus 3 goals in Champions League, 1 assist.
Isn't he? Putting on a show for 21 Savage. 3 goals by to the 21st minute. Look at that. Good on him.
21.
Jesus definitely has more than 3 goals in the Champions
Yeah, I think he does as well.
Because he scored against Lens away.
Lens the first
He scored
one.
against
away.
PSV.
I don't think
It won't have
score against
updated.
PSV?
Are you looking online?
I don't think
Yeah,
he scored
It won't
against
have
PSV, did
updated.
he?
So
That might be 4.
What, in a 4-0?
Did he score against PSV?
yes, he did. Yeah, the one where he rifled it into the far. Let's go over to Nick, who might have the answers.
That
but
was
he did.
Lens, wasn't it?
I do have the answer. Yeah, that's his 4th goal in the Champions League so far this season. He does love the Champions League. He's got 24 goals now in 42 appearances in the Champions League. Bukayo Saka's numbers: 5 Champions League games in his career, 3 goals, 4 assists. So 8 GA in 5 appearances. And so far this season, 19.
Oh my days.
19 games, 7 goals, 10 assists. So Martinelli could be in here right now. Can he go direct?
Bang.
Gets the shot.
This is the Arsenal we want to see.
Unbelievable.
1-on-1. Slap this is the Arsenal
I want
wanna
double
see.
figures.
I get the opposition. Tommy Yasu. Bro, did he mean that? Was that clearance? That looked like a clearance.
It looked like a. Well, listen, that finish was cold though.
That was a cold finish.
Martinelli needed that as well. Man.
Yeah, he needed the goal.
Let's give me 7s and 8s.
Double figures.
No more goals,
Double
please.
figures I want.
No more goals, please. Arsenal, you've done your job. Take it.
Because Odegaard sold him short there.
Oh, is he off?
He's offside. Martinelli's on.
No, he's back. He's that fullback, left back.
Touch.
That is a
Beautiful first
cut
touch.
inside.
Cook him.
These man beat us.
Slowed it down.
These man actually beat us.
Look at that.
That's quality. That keeper was nowhere. That keeper, by the way, is nowhere near it. He's having a bit of a smelly start.
Apparently Nwaneri's on the bench. Yeah,
is.
get him on.
Him and Miles Lewis Skelly.
Bang.
was
Great
beautiful,
finish.
man.
Oh, he packed him. Keeper ain't doing anything about
Did
it.
it take a
It doesn't
deflection?
fair. No,
No,
you can't
packed
get.
him.
No,
You
it
can't
didn't.
get to that. You can't
Bang.
get to
I
that.
remember after the
Lovely.
Sevilla game and I was dissing
You
them,
were
man.
cussing them.
This lot making that Sevilla look like a prime time Real Madrid.
Sevilla were atrocious.
He's lost to these man. That's what's mad.
JJ19 with my favourite super chat of the day. The Kai's the limit. Thank you.
Kai's the limit.
Thank you for that.
4 different scorers.
I hope people must be saying 65 million worth every penny. Arsenal fans are so shameless. I love it.
I know. I get it. Ball into the box. Bukayo Saka flicks it behind.
That's not even half an hour in. We're nice.
But we're alright. What's he saying?
Let's.
What's how's life, man?
Life is good, man.
Yeah,
Can't
man, I
complain.
hear it, bro. You feeling the cold though? It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
When was the last time? Sorry, Nick. This is a difficult one, yeah. When was the last time we was 4-0 up in half an hour?
Brother, you're trying to get
I'm
back to...
thinking of the Invincible season.
maybe because there was some Emirates era, like early Slavia Prague, when we slapped them like 7-0.
Can I pause you a sec? We forgot to end the poll, which was who's going to win, Arsenal or Lodz. People are still voting. 92% Arsenal. Fair enough. I'm surprised there's even 3% for Lons there. But that is the end of the poll, so well done. You all got your votes. Carry on, Tosin.
I remember slapping, is it Slavia Prague 7-0? We must have been up by like 3.
Did we 7-0?
Yeah, there was it was a record.
I was at a game at
Fabregas,
Emirates.
Were a lot of them,
and it was
were a lot of them in the
yeah,
second
yeah,
half.
yeah, yeah.
Someone's mentioned
Oh
Newcastle.
yeah, they were in the second half. They were.
Someone's mentioned Newcastle 4-4 away. We were.
No,
we
we were
were.
two,
It was by the
was two.
25th minute. I think we were 4-0 up in that.
Yeah, we
25th,
raced
30th?
into a 4-0 lead. Yeah,
We were
I didn't know
3-0 up after like 11 minutes.
Newcastle,
that was a
that sounds
crazy
right.
day.
Yeah, that must have been the last one.
yeah. When Tiote scored, oh man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, RIP.
Ray just had a moment there, he got away with it.
Check Toyota, I remember him. Good player.
And then Babar was in the side then. And then at Newcastle. Mad times. At 4-4, boy.
Joey Barton.
Nice.
Oh, go on, he's in!
He's in.
No way!
He's in.
Oh, he loves a chop. I don't mind
He does.
that.
Yeah, he does. Oh,
Unlucky.
God!
He's chop on his ass!
Unlucky.
He dropped him, bro. He dropped him.
Oh, these are taking. Who's down? Oh,
take him off. There's no point.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
Nwaneri on. Give him Nwaneri a
The
nice
last time this
hour
happened,
of
he got
Champions
injured.
League. He's fine. Super chat from AMT says
I need to
that
watch
is
this
why
game.
most Premier
Worse,
League
though.
teams give Arsenal
he's
a
gone
lot of
down for
respect.
nothing.
Arsenal get space and they will punish you.
Take him off. Take him off. Mikel, please. We were saying this at Lons. We were saying the same thing.
Yeah, it's a calm one, man. Half time, just take them. Even if he needs to come off now, but let's protect the big gun. Man.
Yeah, man. It's not worth it. It's 3-0. It's 4. Sorry, it's 4-0.
Gunnar Lee has tweeted, "Are we winning the Champions League this season? We're cooking." It's fair to say he's getting excited. I see Jesus is snatching souls.
Oh, mate.
Says Gunnar Lee as
What was
well.
the last Champions League game we had at home? And Martinelli was doing, he was doing the most. Ripping, man. Flicking overheads. And
Yeah, the last Sevilla game. Yeah, I felt sorry for that
He
fullback.
destroyed.
I don't know why they kept him on. He was looking angry. I was at the game. I was like, why? I was looking at his manager like, are you being serious? So Saka staying on as well. Okay. Cool. Half time, definitely, please, Mikel. I'll be furious if he gets injured in this game.
Who's on our bench?
Reece Nelson, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Ethan Nwamri. I'm assuming Jorginho is.
Must be.
Trossard as well.
Eddie.
Oh yeah, Laurie's boy. Eddie.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Jesus off Eddie on
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
some point, half time.
Yeah. But I think Arteta is seeing this as an opportunity for a little.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Seeing this as an opportunity for a bit of rhythm as well. Just you
It's
know,
like a run inside.
give them
Tommy
minutes
there.
playing like this.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
By the way, Kai Havertz is looking the
Looking
most
sharp.
he's ever
He
looked.
is looking like a new
just
man.
a part of the team.
A
Do you know
new
what I
man.
mean?
Look sharp.
But he's looking faster.
Yeah, just quicker interchange.
You sound like those fans I've been speaking this week. They're going, you know, since he's come to Arsenal, he's grown 3 inches. He's now 6'4".
No, just he's actually he's unlocked the R2 button.
Yeah. It's a confidence thing, man.
No, I can't. Yeah,
The confidence coins are coming through now.
No,
It was investment Turkish.
Confidence coins are.
The confidence coins is pure investment.
They've gone up. They've spiked.
So far, this is his best 30 minutes.
This is yeah, easily.
Where can you get them confidence coins? Where are they selling?
Well, you need some as well.
Sometimes.
I think you're alright, man. You've done enough.
Oh, come on, Arsenal. I'm loving this though.
They're having a go, Lons, aren't they? Like
They are.
They're not. I don't know how to explain it. They're not creating chances, but they're not exactly looking really pedestrian, are they? They look quite frantic. And
I'll be real. Going down 4-0 before the half time is so demotivating. It's a fair. You're right. I think you're right when you're saying they're still.
You know what I
going
mean?
for
They're
it,
not
like-
just like trying to take the sting out of the game and go, all right, let's keep it at 4.
Yeah, let's
They're actually like
keep playing our
trying to
way.
move the ball and I don't know.
Apparently, they don't know anything else, though. That's when I spoke to the Lons fan, Simon.
Oh yeah.
Why is it?
In the
Box,
week, he
box.
said that's all they know. He said even if they took an early lead, they wouldn't defend.
It's a Tottenham thing. That is high line for life. Let's play our way, bro.
And Mike.
Vicario in the 10.
High line for that.
Mate.
Oh man.
Well, that's good though. When teams come and play against us, we normally pick them apart. Sadly, we didn't do that when we went to their place, but it's good. It's benefited Arsenal so far. I want 8, please. Keep it going.
So, should I bring the debate back? Does Ramsdale start game week 6?
No
Yeah,
more
why
Rams-
not?
Please, no more Ramsdale Ryan. Please, it's been.
Why not? He's the number 2 keeper now. Why not?
I actually feel for him not
Yeah,
being part
I
of this
mean, he
game.
definitely has to. I'd have given him this one.
Yeah, he's been great for this
And
one.
by the way,
It's Champions.
my point's only been proven because
Say handball.
No.
Rice had nothing to do. They're going to give
This
out.
guy's acting
Man's
like
clapping.
he's sure, like
Can
he's not
you
sure.
not? Because
He's
you know,
clapping. Oh. No, that's the same.
Can I
if we're
say-
being fair, it's the same as a Newcastle
It's the same
one.
Yeah,
as
but-
Newcastle.
but-
He
that's
got
not a
stood down
pen.
that ref though for
yeah,
saying
exactly.
Yeah,
he
of
got
course.
stood down
Yeah, it's
for
not
giving
right.
that.
It's not
so
right.
it's not.
That's
it
not a
shouldn't-
pen.
It's not right, but if
That
they're
is
gonna-
absolutely
if
not.
they're going to be consistent.
That'd be another
No, but they
disgrace of a
stood
decision.
him down, bro.
Oh, okay.
So they,
They
they
punished him. They punished
Oh, because
VAR
of that.
for telling him to go to the
Oh,
So
monitor.
they've already
looking at
said
it.
that was a
Already? I
mistake.
didn't realise that came out so
See,
quick.
and now they said play on.
Potential penalty.
Yeah, they said there you go. They said deflection arm. So everyone who's in my fucking everyone who's in my comments
No,
yesterday
apologise.
when I was saying it was a disgrace of a decision, they're going,
apologise, man.
but these are the Champions League rules. Yeah, but they're nonsense, and clearly the people agree. The higher ups, the boss man.
Boss man.
It's Saliba. Good, I'm glad they didn't give that. So you can't be giving handballs for deflections.
I hope you saw that,
Yes.
Newcastle fans.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I hope they did see that because they weren't giving us no. Oh, look at the being fair with the ref when we played against them. So now they can see.
No, I'll be
that.
saying where's the consistency. I'll
That's
be
what they'll be
going where's the red card for Guimaraes. I still want it. I'll be happy
you were
if they
spot
gave
on with
him
that.
with a 4.
Yeah, but you're spot on.
Yeah,
with
I'd be
that.
happy if they gave him a retrospective ban even now.
That's the argument, really. I don't know.
Salt
how
on
we
a
look to the
football
push.
pitch. I've just been told by
Oh.
production no swearing on the live stream. I'm really fucking sorry. Sadiq with the super chat says, "Oh,
That Wahi is quite.
What's happening there, Salim?
I said that because I thought
Yeah, he went to
production
sleep.
Nah, you know
having a
who
bit of
looks
fun
good,
with me,
yeah?
but maybe they were serious.
And to be honest, I see him a couple of times at Lons last season, but that Leipzig striker looks good, you know. The way he's composed in front of goal.
Sesko.
Nah,
I watched it yesterday.
Oh, Laurie
yeah,
Copenda.
Yeah.
Bro, in front of goal.
Is he young? He's young. Is he
He's
young?
composed.
good.
Even the
He's
goal that
good.
was disallowed, the
Yeah.
way he finishes his chances,
Killer.
yeah, it's just one look
Oh, yeah,
up
bottom corner, yeah,
and
the
he
bo-
picks
yeah.
his
I was
corner.
watching
There's
yesterday.
no messing about. I don't know how much they paid for him though.
The
but
second goal he scored yesterday was wow. I think
That's who put Lons in the Champions League, basically him.
Was that the Mbappe
it?
style
He
finish?
used to
the
play for
second
them.
goal?
Yeah,
Didn't like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He banged like 20 something in the obviously French league. We know a few players that have done that.
Oh, they bought him from Lens.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good player.
and Lons brought Wahi in for Luke because they lost him.
Wahi has been looking good as well.
Sadiq with the super chat says, United enter their prime banter era, Arsenal dark horse for the Champions League, the rest of the league watching and building their low blocks. Come on, you Gunners. Let's get the thoughts of Nick. Arsenal are about 7 minutes from half time and looking very comfortable, Nick.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of the fastest, I think the fastest that Arsenal have ever scored 4 goals. I was looking at some of the other big wins that we've had, notable 7-win victories over Slavia Prague, which you guys mentioned already, 7-0 over Middlesbrough. I think it was 5-0 at half-time. So, you know, that was back in 05-06. And with regards to the handball, you guys are correct, it's not actually a handball, and the VAR, the video assistant referee at the PSG game, has actually been stood down due to the mistake of yesterday. So that goes in our favour of a deflected handball is not actually a handball.
Fair enough. Kai Havertz, do you know what? He gave the ball away and then now giving away a free kick. But actually, I quite like that he's trying a little bit of skill and trying. You're 4-0 up. That's why I want to see that bit of confidence in you trying things. So do it, man. Get all the confidence you need because I've been impressed with his first 38 minutes.
Can I make a request to Information Station as well? What is the highest score in the Champions League?
For Arsenal, or just
Just in
Ever?
general. Yeah, like in the Champions League, what's the highest?
I think Ryan might have given a pen away there.
yeah, because he clattered
Yeah,
into
of,
it.
and the way refs just pointed to his ear, it sounds like he's just been told by VAR they're checking it. I don't know if there's
they're
anything
giving
on
it.
commentary.
They're going to give it? Oh,
Yeah.
he blew his whistle.
He's holding his whistle, or is he not?
No, he wasn't.
Or is they second?
He's lucky.
No, he's saying no, he's saying no.
No, but Ryan, surely he has to go for that.
Yeah, he's lucky.
What? Be sent off?
No, he
he
means
has
go
to
for
go
the ball.
for the ball.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but he missed it completely.
Yeah, what's the highest Champions
Did he?
League score? I'd be intrigued
Did
to
he
know.
not get any
He
contact
seems
on
to
the
have caught
ball?
him in the head.
Didn't United beat Roma 8?
No, but that's what they say. You clear
8-1,
everyone
I think,
out.
maybe.
8-1.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember United smashed Roma once.
I don't think that's fair.
smashed them.
Okay, 8-1's a bit difficult to beat. I would love to
We
get the
won
record
7-0.
for the highest. Huh?
I'm confident. Arsenal won 7-0. We
Yes,
beat Slavia
Slavia
Prague.
Prague.
This was years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I guess there's nothing in that Ryan one. But what is it about? Oh, here we go. So the ball's coming.
I'm sure he got some of the ball.
He's looking at the ball. He has to go for it.
Yeah, he did. He got some.
He got some.
But
of it, I
being-
think. He didn't even catch him that bad. But did he? Oh, a little bit.
He doesn't get it.
It's like
It's hard to tell. Did he catch
hard.
some?
I think
He definitely got some of the ball.
Good pass.
Definitely got some of the ball.
The highest scoring game in the Champions League is 8-0.
Offside.
Someone said Real Madrid
Offside.
Malmo 8-0.
Is that what they said? Yeah. So 8. Okay, cool. I want 8.
I've got a list of them if you want them.
Yeah. Oh, can we cut to Nick?
Yeah, go to Nick. Yeah.
So I've got a list of all of the biggest. There's 2 8-0s. Liverpool versus Besiktas back in 2007. Real Madrid versus Malmo 2015. Then there's a bunch of 7-0s. Juventus, Olympiacos 2003. Arsenal, Slavia Praha 2007. Bayern Munich, Shakhtar. Barcelona versus Celtic. But yeah, Liverpool's in there quite a few times. And 2019, Man City beat Schalke 7-0 as well.
Okay. Well, let's. Nice. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that. Let's get 7 or 8. If we could, it'd be great.
Go for the record.
Mad. Do you know what? I'm being greedy. I'm happy with just a win. It's almost Christmas. Thanks, Arsenal.
Good to see players really getting there. Well, look, adding to their stats: Martinelli, Saka, Jesus getting goals, Kai Havertz making it 2 in a row.
Right. United got Newcastle away. What?
Next, yeah.
What's that in the
Beautiful,
Premier?
man.
Yeah.
This is absolutely scrumptious.
Man's doing this.
Nah, seriously, man. You just know what's coming. Like, it's gonna be a beautiful weekend.
Who have we got? We got Wolves. To be fair, yeah.
I can't enjoy it unless we do our job
Exactly,
against Wolves
I
on
can't
Saturday.
either.
But I hear it.
But still, the Man United meltdown, I'll be there as well. I'll be there.
And it's City Tottenham as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh.
Okay, so let's do this because we did this as it was coming in.
Well, weekend of action.
What would you prefer? A City win or a Spurs win? Everyone on the panel.
A draw.
I knew you. Draw's the cop out, man.
Draw.
If you had to pick one,
If I had to pick a winner,
Broski,
can't ever-
Spurs. Like, man ain't got no problem saying that. Last
Spurs,
season, when
true.
Spurs were 2-0 up at half time against them, I was gassed.
yeah.
no, I was back then.
When
They
City,
were
when
miles
City came
off
back
us.
3-2, I was
Spurs,
vexed.
I don't care about
Yeah,
Spurs. They're not
alright.
doing
Yeah,
anything
you're
in
right.
the
It
league
is. It
anyway.
is. I just don't like
League
saying
title,
it.
guys.
It's like that time when the league, when the
good
league
work,
came down to
Ray.
the last game of the season. You remember when it came down to Tottenham United and we played someone and man wanted Tottenham to beat United.
Yeah.
They didn't. They bent over for them, but it is what it is.
Okay, so you all set, Laurie, Man City or Spurs?
Oh, he's done you
Why?
twice now.
Why is
He's
giving
left
Saliba a
Saliba.
nightmare?
He's done it.
But he comes back.
They get
And he gets done again. Fucking hell, Saliba. I've never seen anyone
He's
do
having a
that.
shocker.
No. Yeah.
Well played, Havertz. Great desire.
Yeah, nice.
Laurie, City or Spurs?
Lucky.
I understand the dynamics of it all, but I can't never root for Tottenham to win any game. So
Oh, come on.
City.
I'd want Spurs to win.
Plus, if can
That's
you
the
imagine what your
politically
brother's going to
correct
be?
I wouldn't
So
want to
that's
tempt.
not
I wouldn't want to tempt
Yeah, he can
fate
have-
that Sunday Spurs
That's
get
their
really
draw,
good.
He can
That's
have
the
his
draw,
moment. They're not going to do anything after it, so I don't mind.
And that moment even lifts them up for a bigger fall anyway. So it's a win-win. Like, I don't see no L's there.
I will say the last 10, 15 minutes since getting that fourth, I actually think we've been pretty poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
know
been
what, I
on
think-
us. They've been on us.
I said David Raya had nothing to do. That's what I was saying. I would have given it
He's
to
had a couple-
Ramsdale, but now
Couple saves.
suddenly, the guy's been really called into action.
But it must be difficult to maintain your levels of concentration when you're 4. I'm not saying that they shouldn't allow their standards to drop, but when you're 4-0 up after 20 minutes or whatever it is, it kind of.
Do you know what? Arsenal have a bad habit of that though, you know. They
We do that
go up,
even-
they go up and they just
We do that even after 1-0 up.
yeah, or like 2-0. Regularly, normally it's 2-0, but 4 I can.
Yeah, but it's time to eat.
Yeah,
What? No, I hear you.
If you ain't got that mentality on the pitch, then you're not right.
But he's
I'm telling
not-
you think people like Messi or Cristiano or whoever will Mbappe now, Haaland. What if it's 4-0? They're looking at it like I need to bang
Yeah,
a
they
couple
should.
more
Yeah,
goals.
that should be the case.
That should be it.
Flex,
We don't
flex
have
a little
that.
as well.
We don't have that though. I
That
honestly-
should give you the freedom to express yourself.
Even more, yeah, agreed.
So flex.
I don't feel like we have
I
that. though.
actually agree. Like, come on, this is your chance to score goals in front of the Emirates crowd. Like,
Yeah.
look, they've done it right. If the game ends 4-0,
pass.
I'm not going to sit there going, oh, they didn't do enough.
Unlucky.
Of course they have, but
Jesus is sick.
Go on, slap
Man
it.
didn't even head at that. He chested it out in the air.
Overlap, there
Over
you go.
He's fucking sick.
no.
That's the wrong decision.
Jesus
And he knows it.
Early, man.
Jesus.
Come on, bro.
Jesus wanted to eat, man.
Do you know
5
what?
before half time would have been nice.
I actually love that, man, because he's clearly seen my prediction of over Arsenal. So good on you. Right
I
decision.
think people.
It's a goal.
they're not-
Squares it, it's a goal.
Yeah, he's got to cut it across.
Martinez.
No one's deep in out. Jesus
But
jumped
this is
and
what I
picked
mean
out
about
the
it.
air with
It's,
his
eat.
chest.
It's time to eat. So he wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, but he should have scored.
It's 4-0.
No, but he's got to score.
He's got a square. He's got to guarantee
That
goals.
was the obvious
Scored
thing
square.
to do. He's looked up even. He's seen him, and he still.
If you do that, you have to score. I get being
Yeah,
greedy,
yeah,
but
you're
you
right
have
there,
to.
you're
You
right.
have
If I'm
to score.
Jesus, I'm
It's like the
having
Eddie
a
one
mad.
the other day.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like,
he should've-
that's at 0-0.
Yeah,
It's a
that
very
was
different circumstance.
different, but yeah.
This one, you're just like, fuck, you should have passed it, mate, but I get it.
This is what I mean about sometimes when you're 4-0 up, you do things that you think.
I'm going to find it intriguing how Lon's come out in the second half because obviously every manager's team talk is damage limitation or your fans have travelled this far and don't try and put it all in to get something back. So I'll be interested to see how Arsenal counter that.
That was clever from Saka there. Do you notice that? He never contested that ball because he probably thinking there's no point in me getting injured.
Yeah, that was a challenge from Zinchenko there. They are putting on us a little bit though.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit more, definitely.
And we were saying it before the chances came that they're actually kind of.
But they couldn't be any worse, could they?
That shows that we've dropped off. Oh my God, he went to bicycle then.
Nice. Let's
Go on, Saka, go on.
Counter.
Flex on them, blood. Run
Nice,
him.
this
It's
is it,
1v1.
This is what you want.
Come on.
Now it's calm.
Go on,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Overload
Go
on
on,
the
Tommy.
left. Oh.
That's not bad. That's not
That's
bad.
it.
Jesus is
Appalling.
Bang.
Yes!
Fucking finish.
Right, only got 5 more half times.
To be fair, that's all we really need to do. Just defend and
sweet.
counter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fluid. That is fluid.
That's also a hell of space on the pitch.
Yeah, but fuck it.
Tomiyasu took a pretty poor touch.
But
It wasn't a great pass from Saka.
That was just beautiful.
2 assists for
And there was so much space. He
yes,
just did it. That was really good. Well done.
Beautiful.
Two assists
That
for
ball by
Tommy.
Tommy.
We've seen
That
No, the
ball by
ball was
Tommy
class.
was
great
class.
ball. Two assists for him.
Right, see, this doesn't look like a replay.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
this
it
is
doesn't
not
look
a
like a replay. I will
No,
not.
I know.
Yeah. This doesn't look like a replay at all.
Yeah, Saka did well there.
No, actually, I was wrong. That was actually really good from Tommy.
Oh, why is that-
the touch kept the move alive. So my bad,
Yeah.
my bad. Good finish.
Can you see my
That's
confusion
played by
right there?
Jesus to leave that. 'cause
Yeah,
he would've-
yeah.
No.
That's played. Good finish.
Finish.
Oh my God, we're going to score 21 goals in front of 21 Savage. This is unbelievable.
21.
Can you do 21? Can you do something for me?
Super chat from Abdullah says that there was a 7-1 when Henri was last on loan with us against Blackburn. I think that might have been 7-2 to be fair.
Oh, was that the kit?
Oh yeah, we smashed them that day.
That kit?
Oxley.
Is that the turquoise?
No, that was at home. We
Oh, so it would have
smashed
been the
them.
red and the white, but yeah, okay. Because I remember, I think I've got the away kit as well.
Alright, half time. 5-0.
Half time.
5-0, just
Beautiful, man.
Job
love.
Let's go around the room for the half-time show.
Let's get some drinks.
Turkish, starting with you. I mean, it looks like we'll probably win this.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've done enough to
looking
secure
alright
the 3
so
points
far.
here. Listen, top of the group renders the PSV game meaningless now in December. Give an opportunity to the other players. Job done. Get some of the big guns off shortly into the second half, if not at half time. Listen, I know what you mentioned earlier about wanting to see more of this and Arteta maybe allowing them the chance to express themselves. I get that too. But at the same time, we're top of the Premier League and we've essentially done our job in the Champions League now till February.
Yeah, it's all in moderation. 10 more minutes, get it to 55. Make sure we haven't done anything stupid like concede 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, and then just bring the changes. But look, 5-0. If you can't be confident on that, Cecil, what can
Beautiful,
you be?
man.
Yeah,
That's
mate, it's-
unbelievable.
This is beautiful. I just feel like I like to enjoy moments. We just watched.
Look at that though, bro. I don't like you sitting next to me like that. You need to put your legs down and sit a bit
I'm
more
happy,
out.
man. Relax, man. Come on, man. This life's good right now. 5-0, man. Come on in. Relax a little piece, man.
Your
Christmas.
foot's
Take your
touching
shoes off.
James, bro.
James don't
Have
mind
some
it.
decorum, man.
But no, we're not. This is like a whole living room space. I'm with the man. Them. We're winning. Right now, have a little juice. Celebrate. Everyone enjoying and watching. Big up you lot, man. Enjoy 5-0 up at half time.
Look at you. This is who you got me next to.
Anyway, now you made me. Oh, there we go. I'm very happy. Look, what's that face about?
He's not happy either, mate.
Super chat from Crosstex says Kai's playing physical redemption arc. Xhaka would be proud. We need an enforcer again. Abdullah says Spurs. They bottle the next one. Anyway, can you toss in just quickly? Give me your thoughts so I can leave him.
Yeah, I'm happy. I got my revenge. I'm happy.
Cool
good
for
point.
revenge. We're getting it, Laurie.
Yeah, for Arsenal, life is good right now. Top of the Premier League, going to top the Champions League group. 5-0. I'm pretty sure we'll get at least 2 in the second half at this rate. So it could be records being broken. But I must say, and I don't want to pour cold water or Lonzo pour, man.
Yeah,
They pour.
they've been trash.
And the group, as I said before, Sevilla, they did not impress me in the slightest. Lonzo arguably worse than they were. So, yeah.
Who would you like to see in the second half?
Eddie.
Listen, man, bring on
Bring him on, get him a hat trick.
I would, yeah.
And then we screaming for him every week. See what he did against Lons. Hat trick. That's what you'll be saying.
You finished?
Cheeky fuck, Eddie. Fuck are you?
So, yeah, listen, man, get them all on. They deserve a game, innit?
Fair enough.
I mean, the likes of El Neni, who's barely played minutes this season, get him on, Reece Nelson, Trossard, the whole. Yeah, I mean, we got a
only a
big
couple
game
subs,
coming up
only
at
5
the
subs, my
weekend.
brother.
Yeah, as many subs as he can get on, get them on, because it's a wrap.
Oliver Keena says, Cecil, you're at work. Act right.
Gotta say, I agree with that.
No,
Who's that from?
Oh,
Who sent that?
We've got a picture of Cecil to pop up on screen.
Oh, fuck!
What is that? What on earth is that? Who are you speaking
The
to?
less said about that, the better. The less said about that picture.
Bro, it even looks like you're crying on my shoulder now. Just trust me, don't do this. Can't fuck with you, he's gonna be watching.
I can't believe production has done that to you.
Fucking hate these lot downstairs.
That was Cecil 2 minutes
And for
before
those
a
of you
meeting.
wondering, it's AFTV, it's not Babe Station. What is this?
I don't condone any of this. I'm a man of faith. I don't condone any of this.
Hey, Tosin.
I'm a man of faith. I don't condone that.
Let me just give a disclaimer, yeah?
Light skin
Let
say.
me just give a disclaimer. What you've seen there is not representative
Yeah,
of
it's not
AFTV.
reflective of my
Oh,
beliefs,
they
my
fucking
values.
That is not what we're all
Not
about.
me.
That is not
Oh
what we're
my
about.
days.
Sussel's back.
You think you do this to me?
Hey, Sussel. Nice.
I cut to Nick, bro.
Was that a while ago with that picture of Cecil? I went, what bit?
Fucking cut to Nick. I'm going
Wait,
downstairs.
we got a couple more super chats. Just very quickly.
done
Chris says Cecil and Turkish giving off Netflix and chill vibes.
Netflix and chill.
EM says it's the reason why we're not fooling the Premier League because there's no space to run this season. And one more, half-time substitution, Ramsdale on for Raya. Actually, yeah. I know that might look a little condescending, but I think he deserves the
I
minutes
think
in
that
front
would
of the home
look
crowd.
condescending. I think.
I get that, but I think he deserves the minutes in front of the home
But
crowd.
definitely
All
the rest
Go
of the
to Nick.
guys.
Laurie, let him cut.
right, we're
Please.
off to Nick. We'll see you back in about 5-10 minutes. Everyone Cecil's off.
Fuckers.
Well, what can we say about that half? I think, 5-0 Champions League half time, and people are going to talk about Lens not being quality. I know Laurie's already talking about the quality, but at the end of the day, this is the Champions League. We have to be careful going into the second half. I would definitely make changes. A lot of you guys in the chat are calling for changes. I would definitely make some changes, but I would make those changes slowly. Lens play a style of football last season that you would call a mid-block. It's not a super high line. It's not a low block. They play a mid-block, and they do have some pace and some physicality in their midfield. So for me, the players like Jorginho and Nelli, I would definitely bring them on much later. We need to keep a good, strong midfield on because that's where we could potentially concede some goals. And, it sounds ridiculous to say, but this is all about momentum. If we can go and win 5, 6, 7-0, why wouldn't we? For me, some of the key takeaways from that half, 2 assists for Tomiyasu, goal and assist for Bukayo Saka. We have shown this season so far it doesn't feel like an evolution because the football is not as entertaining, but in a weird sort of roundabout way, it is a bit of an evolution because we've shown that we can go and brush teams aside like this. Granted, it's not the quality of some of the big six in the Premier League, I understand that. But against those teams like a City, we've shown that we can grind out results. And actually, this experience is going to be so crucial for us. This game in particular might not feel that crucial. We've got it pretty much wrapped up, if we're being honest. But going into the rest of the season, we need to show that we can go and smash teams and put them to bed and be really, really ruthless. We have to continue to show that in the second half. But at the same time, we can show that we can grind out results when things get tough. We can dig deep. We can play physical football. Tomiyasu's on fire. A lot of you guys in the chat showing him some love as well, which I think is really, 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 really cool. And really, really necessary. He deserves it. That right back position, we want to have 2 top quality players in every position. And we've got Tomiyasu and Ben White, who are very, very different, but both definitely quality. And like I say, with the mid block, Lens, I know they haven't looked great against us so far, but they are typically pretty good when it comes to the transition side of the game. So we have to be really, really careful with what we're doing. For me, I would like to see, Reece Nelson come on. He's somebody that is, desperate for minutes, definitely deserves some minutes. It's a shame because it would have been a great game for Fabio Vieira, who's just undergone surgery. But for me, Bukayo Saka, we know about his injury problems, and this is a great opportunity to give him some time, give him some rest and get Reece Nelson on. Potentially good for Jorginho or Nelli. I don't want to see them both, but I would like to see one of them. And perhaps Declan Rice could get a rest as well. Not that he needs it, but again, prevention is better than cure. So why wait for there to be a problem? And I think because of all the attacking football that we've been playing, Declan Rice and some of these other players are going a little bit under the radar because he's been very, very solid. And like I say, the scoreline doesn't flatter Lons, but their midfield, honestly, is very, very physical and very combative. I'm just going to go to some of you guys in the comments here. People saying, I apologise to Kai Havertz. I wasn't familiar with your game for sure. And I tell you what, once he scored that goal, he just looked like a different player. So many of our fans have said this about the kind of player that he is and the kind of ability that he has, and can it be unlocked? As soon as he scored, you see the body feints that he's doing. People are trying to charge him because they are going to press you high in the middle of the pitch. That's where the main battles are. Throwing his body, dummy in, feints. He could have had a couple more goals. Kai Havertz for sure is getting a lot of love from you guys. A lot of you want to see Ranieri, Ethan Ranieri, sorry. Yeah, I would love to see Ethan get on as well. Again, I'm not sure about the half-time substitutions for me. I would give it maybe 5 or 10 minutes and let them ease in. Reece Nelson, I would probably do at half-time, but players like Ethan, I would probably let the team warm up and then bring them on. Just looking at more of you guys' comments, a lot of you calling for Ethan to come on, and lots of love for Kai Havertz. It's pretty similar to what I'm saying, and this is what the Champions League is all about for us, showing big performances. And again, it doesn't matter the quality of the opposition at this point. This is a Champions League game. Champions League game back at the Emirates Stadium where it belongs. 5-0 at half-time, you can't complain. And we're only 4 goals away from breaking the Champions League record, and it sounds insane for this team first time back in the Champions League for many, many years, but it is definitely possible. And what's really surprising, actually, before, I don't have the XG now, I'll go look at it again, but the XG, and I know a lot of you feel mixed about XG stats, but the XG before the 5th goal went in was only about 1.2. We were 4-0 up with only 1.2 in XG, so it shows how much you take those stats with a bit of a pinch of salt, really, sometimes, because like I say, it's not always going to tell you the entire the story of the game. Lots of people giving love to what we see in here. Cameron Mills Lower says Rice off for El Neni, Jesus off for Nketiah, Saka off for Nelson, Erdegaard off for Nwaneri, and Tomiyasu off for Kivior. Save 5 players. Listen, I'm not against those types of substitutions. Again, I would just do them a little bit slowly. I think Reece Nelson has a lot of first team experience. He's got European football experience. So him and Jorginho are probably the first 2 changes I'm looking at making. Some of the youth players, I think I would just bring in a little bit slower. Someone here said, Rejected Billionaire says, Tomiyasu's crossing and passing has been great. Yeah, I mean, him and Tomiyasu's been great, and Kai Havertz, like I say, really top performances. A lot of that does come from the confidence of the team, and I think having Martin Erdegaard looking back to his best is what's really unlocking these players. It might not seem that way because other than his goal, a lot of the stuff he's going to do is going to go under the radar, but the way that we play with our wingers, people are doubling up on our wingers constantly this season in the Premier League. They sit in a low block, double up against our wingers. What can they do but cut it back to the edge of the box? And last season, Martin Odegaard is going for shots. If he's not going for a shot on target, he's going to do like a feint and play them in behind. And he's really the trigger for a lot of that good play. And this season, we haven't quite seen it yet, but hopefully it kicks on. Super chat here from RAK. Thank you for the super chat. From now on, you should all be calling Cecil after that zesty photo. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of nicknames we have for Cecil behind the scenes, but I won't go into them here. Loads of comments still coming in. Not going to lie, Kai and Tommy ball in. Tomiyasu, that cross was superb. Kivior in as well. Lots of people want to see Kivior in. And away from just the players that are going to be substituted on, the players that need a little bit of confidence have to be left on the pitch. I think this is really important here at 5-0 up, that we leave Kai Havertz on the pitch and let him express himself. Really important that we leave Erdegaard on the pitch and let him express himself, because actually unlocking these guys now and kicking on to the potentially 6, 7, 8, 9 goals is really what's going to pay dividends. Maybe not in this 90-minute game, but in the games to come. It's going to be really, really important for their confidence that we leave them on. Like I say, there's a couple of players that are... It's just such a shame we don't have Fabio Vieira because of his injury. He would have been great to get on, but there you go. 10k roughly in the chat, so do drop a like on the video as well. Lots of comments coming in about Cecil, which I'm trying to ignore because, yeah, that image is absolutely seared into my into my memory here. Cecile and Celine and Zestel and all these different names. There you go. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't really put into words. You know, I thought that we would win this game. I predicted a 3-0. You guys saw that at the beginning of the stream before the game kicked off. 5-0 at halftime, you know, really wasn't anything that I was expecting. And we have to really manage, we really have to manage we have to manage the game right. You know, like I say, I don't think that we're at risk of losing the game necessarily. Obviously, I don't think that Lons are going to come back and score 6 or 7 goals. But I do think that there's a danger that if we go and concede 2 or 3 goals from making too many changes at one time, it's going to take a lot of the gloss and a lot of the shine off of what we've done so far. So let's not do that. Let's make these let's make these changes nice and slowly. Let's be mature. Let's manage the game, because one thing about Lons, they are playing for pride, and that's something that you have to respect them for. They've worked their way here. They battled their way here. Like I say, they are a team that typically has about 58, 59% of possession all across Ligue 1. So they will want the ball as much as possible, be very combative for the ball. So we have to make sure that we don't give up too much to them. And really, to be honest with you, I think if we can come out of here with a clean sheet, I think that's really impressive. The guys mentioned it on the sofas before about concentration. 5-0 up, half-time. It's very tempting to do flicks and tricks and lose a bit of your concentration, your game management and your discipline. But actually, if we can keep that and keep a clean sheet, that's probably, to me at this point in time, for where this team is at, I think a clean sheet might be equally as important going into the second half as going and scoring 2 or 3 more goals. Of course, it makes the scoreline look great, and that's what we're all here for goals. But actually, for game management, for experience of the team, I think a clean sheet is really crucial. I'm going to pass you back very shortly. The teams are just coming out now and getting warmed up, and I think we're seeing Kivior and Ben White get warmed up right now. So it looks like some defensive changes potentially, but I'm going to pass it back to you guys very, very shortly. Saka robbed of a fantasy Champions League for his assist for Jesus. Listen, I wouldn't worry about it too much. There will definitely be more opportunities, and Jesus is another player that needs a little bit of confidence after things that he's been saying in the media, goals not being his strong suit and all the rest of it. And, he's taken his goals very, very well so far today. And if you were watching him play just on this game alone, you would not be thinking that at all. Both sides making changes, which I think is really interesting. And like I say, Lons will not give up this fight. We will not give up the fight for the game or the ball. But I'll pass you back very, very shortly. James, just let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Sweet. Back to James.
Hello. We're back.
I was just checking to see if there's been any 10-0 Champions League.
Early subs.
So Tommy Asu off, Ben White on. Now, who's this going to be? Is it going to be Kivior? Is it going to be... Sorry, it is Kivior. Is it going to be Zinchenko? Gabriel?
Tommy Asu's off.
Why did you take him off?
And then Zinchenko for Kivior. I'm right with that. I said he'd get some minutes at left back. I thought he might start, but...
Tommy Asu had a good game, though, to be fair to him. Yeah, I liked him getting forward, overlapping.
But White needs to play himself into some form as well.
Yeah, he does.
To be fair.
It's good. It's good that Tommy.
I'd like to see as many substitutions as possible.
Who did Kivior come on for?
Zinchenko. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I want to see Kivior.
I'd like to see El Neni get some minutes.
He's a good player.
I think he's good as well. I think that left centre back role, though, I think he's better.
How many
there
subs
than
can we make in a
left
Champions
back.
League game?
5. 5 over 3 rounds of subs. But if I'm not mistaken,
Half-time different, isn't it?
yeah, half time doesn't count as one of the 3 rounds. So technically, the remaining 3 subs we could do over 3 separate rounds of substitution.
Nice.
So Ben White wins a throw.
Come on, boys. I want 8. Come on.
I think those are
3 more.
smart. Those are smart substitutions. There's no one really like Zinchenko in the squad. So, he's had injuries and he's played quite a lot of football since coming back from those. So it makes sense to. Nice. That was nearly really nice.
Oh.
And I think they've gone and.
I was just thinking to
Tommy
myself
Asu
in the
came off,
break,
didn't he?
right? And I know this might sound a little bit awry to some people, but if you paid your money tonight to go to this game, are you slightly disappointed given that it's a Champions League game and you've turned up wanting to see like a level of competition?
No.
And let's be honest.
No, never.
No?
Never. And this is entertainment. This is what
You're just like
That's what you
brilliant.
want.
You want to see goals. You want to see Arsenal
this is
comfortable.
exactly
You want
what-
to see,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want the stress. You think I could do a Bournemouth every game?
Yeah.
Do you think I want to see a Bournemouth every game? 3-2 loss. Forget that.
No, but given that it's a Champions League game, you want Arsenal to win, you want goals, but do you leave there slightly disappointed and thinking,
no, because if
the
we hit,
opposition was so rubbish that...
nah, if we hit 7-0 or 8-0, I will remember that more than us having a close game with RC Lens where we beat them 1-0. I'd remember an 8-0 we dominated and demolished a Champions League team in the competition. So for me, you want to see goals, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lens haven't been great, but I think you've got to give some credit to Arsenal. Like when
I'm giving Arsenal all the credit. I'm just saying that...
When teams are open,
Do you
we shred them.
temper some of that credit?
That's why he, brother, is just...
Well, he's having a good game.
He really is. I'll be real. Like, amongst a 5-0 whooping right now, he is still being electric and causing our defence problems.
We were linked with him a lot.
Were we, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably why his name stood out to me when I was doing research on the
He
first
used to play
game.
for who? Lille, right? Lille? Nice.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
It
why?
hasn't been great for them though.
Oh, Kai, come on.
What, in the league? In the league?
He's only got a couple
don't
goals
get
for them.
casual.
One of them
Yeah.
against us.
Don't get casual and start
That
doing
was a
your
little casual, I
pirouettes
agree.
and all of that sort of stuff. Let's just get some more goals.
That could be an indication that he's just thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy work.
I wonder who the
This
next...
goalkeeper here, he must be related to Onana.
The same trim.
Same tribe.
Oh my days. He must be related to Onana.
He has been awful. He really has.
No, but there's no. Onana's goals he conceded today were worse than what he's conceded, in my opinion. He has been bad. Don't get me wrong. We're not as bad as those Onana ones.
Lucky.
That's a foul. No, he's can't been onto him, ref. Barcelona's having a bit more possession, and well, to be fair, they saw out the first half, in quite good possession. So they've started kind of the same.
I saw a picture at halftime about like, is it field tilt?
Field tilt, yeah.
Yeah, all that
James
sort of stuff.
gets excited about things like that.
Yeah, and theirs was quite big in the first half. Oh, nice tackle.
Oh my days, that's schoolboy. Look at it. You run into each other.
Man, they actually run into each other.
And then just walked on. No one even
And they
pressed
were
the...
both vexed. They turned their back on each other.
Like they were sulking. You out there, James?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So I thought you were just very quiet.
Oh,
Oh, that was a turn.
Just enjoying this.
Havertz again.
Hold on, Kivil.
I think the biggest problem for Arsenal might be just keeping their levels of concentration, which is why I think the wholesale subs is good.
Yeah,
To
people
give guys
hungry.
a chance to come on and, you know what I mean,
Prove a
state
point.
their claim. Yeah.
Oh.
And sometimes that can kill chemistry.
Oh, let me do the Gary Neville. Oh, got a super chat from Ricky. It's coming for Laurie.
I knew somebody would.
Go on. What's his name before you read it?
What's he
Ricky.
saying?
Yes, Ricky. Go on, Ricky.
Nice.
He says,
More of that.
Laurie,
I know, I'm not an Arsenal
let's just
fan
watch this
because, yeah,
attack.
yeah.
So I just want to make sure Lons don't score. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Laurie, you were dancing on Turkish's head when we beat Sheffield United 5-0.
Referee.
Why are you such a downer today?
No, I'm not on a downer. I was merely thinking at halftime, I said, I wondered if some people might look at it today. Because listen, I've spoken to people who have gone to games and have told me that exact same thing.
But when Eddie got his
but the
hat trick,
opposition
you
was so
were
crap.
jumping up.
Yeah, so? What's up? I'm missing your point.
What he's saying is right now.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's the point I'm making. Anyway, you can all understand the point I'm trying to make. Yeah? Am I?
Yeah, it sounds
You
like
do
classic
understand.
nepotism.
It's your young boy. But all right, cool. So
I get what you mean.
It's got nothing to
You wanna
do with
see-
Eddie or
You want
any-
to see a high standard of competition.
Yeah, they're
For
saying like,
Europe's
if you paid
Premier-
your good money to go to a Champions League game and you rock up tonight and see the way Lons are playing, you think to yourself, even though I want Arsenal to win and win well, you come away with it slightly because
But you weren't saying that against Sheffield though.
it's not Champions League last time I looked.
No, you're right. Premier League, the best league in the world, they say, most competitive. So I hear his super chat. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
It's interesting because I would say in terms of Champions League home games that I've watched from Arsenal, we have dominated teams
Every
a
team.
lot more than we have today. But I've been putting on a clinic. Great pass, run at him.
Yeah, great finishing in the
Do you
first half.
actually
as
think
well.
that's down to, yeah? I suppose they obviously do their research, but
The one thing I would say about Lons, though, in comparison to
Nice, Rice.
Seville, if you
Kivio.
remember in that game, James, they didn't have a shot on goal until past 90
90th
minutes.
Yeah.
who is this?
Seville.
Yeah.
And at that time I
Yeah.
said that
complete
we were
domination.
playing Burnley the week after. and I said that Burnley would provide stiffer opposition than them, which they did.
They did.
So at least Lons, they are trying to get forward.
Yeah, I think they were giving more than what Seville did when they came.
Yeah. Oh, they did. 100%.
Can I actually just ask Nick how many shots we've had in this game?
That is a very good question. We have had 8 shots, 6 on target, and
5 goals.
I didn't have the XG before, but I have it now. But when it ended 5-0 at half time, we only had an XG of 1.44.
See,
Great finishing.
You just said great finishing, I think, Turkish. We are finishing brilliantly because
Unlucky.
you don't score normally 5 goals out of 8 shots.
Yeah.
Like, you might score 5 out of a great half in which you've had 15, and that would still be like, wow, fair play. It's not been a peppering of their goal, it's just been really
Sufficient.
clinical.
Yeah, six shots on
They got
target,
more
5
possession.
goals.
If you
Great
recall the
result.
game last night, PSG versus Newcastle, was
They
Newcastle
slapped
with
them,
Barney.
oh, goodness.
PSG registered 31 shots on goal in that game. 31.
I didn't know.
You know, this is why I don't like. This is why I
Look
just
at stats.
don't give a shit about XG. Like, look at Kai Havertz goal and Odegaard's goal. Surely that's 2 XG alone with them two, because that's
like
2
they're
goals.
easy sitters.
Like, isn't that James? Help me out here.
Say that again.
Like, our XG is under 2, but Havertz goal and Odegaard goal. Surely that's 1 expected goal for each. So between them two, surely that's 2 expected goals. No. What are they saying there? That's without even including the other ones, which are right. The Martinelli one, he had a lot.
In this game, you mean?
Yeah, Jesus one you can't really.
It'll have an XG value depending on how close he is to goal.
Can't get much closer than them two.
I think did he take it on his stronger foot, which they did.
he could have run it,
They'll
man.
look at the goalkeeper. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they look at, but I don't know. It's a good question. You know, why you're right. Why isn't that accumulated
That's definitely.
What were the other goals again?
Martinelli's, okay, that's
that
not-
would have been a low
Saka,
chance.
yeah.
The Saka
Jesus one you can't.
Saka one
was very close.
Jesus was individual brilliance, really.
Yeah, the Jesus one
Yeah.
would have been right. And then what was the other one? Odegaard.
Odegaard and Havertz.
Odegaard,
Simple
Havertz,
60-yard
Martinelli,
mark.
Saka, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. There was. I'll go on. What's the website called? Understat. They'll have the XG value for all those goals. I'll have a little look for tactical.
XG value, yeah.
Yeah. So each shot will have a value of between 0 and 1.
They can have
So
confidence coins on this.
if there's a really high chance of that shot in those circumstances going in, it's nearer to 1. If it's really low, it's 0.
You should introduce confidence coins to Tactical Insight, actually. Havertz today's confidence coins were at 10. Rich full.
Tell you what else is impressive though about this result so far as well. Is there's 5-0, 5 different scorers.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, that's true. But there's something though that has to be. I think they were talking about with Pep. Basically, they were saying like about. I was listening
Well-done
to
guy.
an article about listening to a podcast about Man City.
Go
And about how people like Pep and Arteta want like perfection in terms of the level of control their teams have in games. And that can sometimes make them a bit predictable, a bit boring. Because you're looking at this match, this is far from perfection in terms of how like complete ball domination, complete control, but we're up 5-0. So it's like, it's a trade-off.
So shout out to our head of social media, who I'm not gonna read his name. He doesn't deserve it. No, I'm kidding. Big up, Kane. He sent us the XG value for all 5 goals. Havertz 0.24, Jesus 0.08.
Pause.
XG value.
Havertz's goal was a 0.24 expected goal. So there was it was more likely he missed that chance than didn't. Is that what I'm getting from that?
Yeah, how do they compile
Throw
that?
that website out the window immediately.
James is going on XG philosophy.
There's no
That is-
explaining that.
This thing is mad. You lot go deep into...
I'm just curious what the XG philosophy have it at, because they
That's what I'm saying.
do
This
have a
isn't too many.
different,
A lie.
like also different,
That was a good chance.
different,
Took it well.
different data collectors measure it slightly different.
It's like VAR room. The fucking people ain't played a game of football in their life. They're
They're
looking at
doing-
it thinking, well, he's about 4 yards out. That's a bit difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do they want him in the goal before it's a 1 XG?
I don't know. Well, for what it's worth, Saka's was 0.6. I think they must look at where the goalkeeper is. I think it's based off other similar chances and whatever. I don't know how the data's collected, but maybe the theory is the goalkeeper normally blocks that. I don't know.
Mad.
I don't know.
That is mad to me.
But yeah, Havertz 0.24, Jesus 0.08, Saka 0.6, Martinelli 0.12, Odegaard 0.31. Interesting. I thought Odegaard's is a harder one to take than Martinelli's. on the volley, like, I know he's probably a bit closer, but Martinelli cutting it.
Odegaard was harder.
To take, on the volley like that?
No.
But
Redirect?
I think aesthetically,
he chose to take it on the volley. He had time, space.
Odegaard's goal looked
Martinelli
better though, didn't
had
it?
to
It's the
beat
way
his
he,
man in and
Drilled
out.
it. Bottom
yeah,
corner.
right in the corner there, you know what I mean?
I've just been sent XGOT. What's XGOT?
What's that?
Oh, they might be
Game
trying
of
to.
Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Expected Game of Thrones.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he's letting me know now.
Get out of there, that's what it means.
Get out of there. Expected
To get out of there.
What's that?
Are they swaying? Yeah. Oh.
I feel
Tosin, I liked what you said though about the details of what Mikel Arteta wants, especially in training. I've been to academies recently, and they want to
It's
like
expected goals on target.
what?
This is where that's very loose.
Oh, come on, bruv.
Can't do the tactical.
Today is officially I'm done with
Even I'm like-
statistics.
As opposed to the goals off target.
Yeah.
Oh, what a Martinelli. Oh, hello.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Unlucky. He's trying to do it.
He's getting the full definition of it now.
You don't need
Bruv,
to.
allow that, man.
Trust me.
Allow the stats thing, man.
You've done enough.
That's good from Gabriel.
Nice.
I really like that.
Yeah, because he would have got round there. Why? He's quick.
Measures probability of shots on target being a goal. Hence, Havertz being high expected goals on target. Measures probability of shots on
These
target.
are stats that when I go on Twitter and I try and we're chatting to people.
Oh,
like,
so-
yeah, but
so-
Havertz is expected goals on target.
So I think expected
So high.
goals is just if you took a shot from that position, and maybe expected goals on target it takes into account that it's on target. Whatever.
I hope people actually enjoy this
Got how
stuff.
they're calculated if you want them.
Oh, let's go over to Nick. What were you going to say, Nick?
So in terms of the XG and how it's actually calculated, because a lot of people are asking, it's the distance to goal, the angle of the shot, the goalkeeper position, the clarity of the shooter and other positions of other players, the amount of pressure the shooter has on them, the shot type, volley, header, one-on-one, the pattern of build-up play, and the information on the previous action. All of that feeds into the XG, which is why
How
it's
did they
not just
cover all that?
which is why it's not just as
Milliseconds.
simple as the guy shooting at an
And
open
they
goal.
just put that all together and give you an average.
Yeah. And a guy that's never played a game would do that.
Probably
Havertz
computer,
ticked,
to be fair.
Havertz ticked every metric there in a positive way. That's why it's
Is this
1XG.
ones?
Middle of the
Is this
goal,
ones?
Yeah.
4 yards, just keeper in front of him, favoured foot.
Odegaard. There you go.
Madness.
That's
Madness.
lucky.
Oh, 2 balls on the pitch. Referee!
Martinelli just passed that off casually. Ref said, "Off you go."
Stop the game,
Anyone? Look, we've been very positive about this performance. How can you not be? You're 5-0 up. But is there anyone you want to see a little bit more from? Is there anything?
I want to see some subs. I want to see some of the attacking subs. I want to see some of our youngsters.
I'd like a couple more goals, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely more goals on 8, but I want to see some subs.
Yeah, after losing my bet,
Odegaard.
I want this to be 7 or 8 now. I've never seen us hit 8. I don't think. I was too young last time we did it. I've seen a couple 7s.
Look at the position Kivior's taking. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
he's forward. He's
He's doing the inverted thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. To be fair, he did that in pre-season.
yeah.
He's
they've realised
It's a natural.
he's the one to target.
But he's actually, apparently he's meant to be really good in like tight spaces with both feet.
Yeah, he can play. He's played in the midfield before as well, hasn't he? So
Cassie's just brought up something in the comments that
who? Cassie. Oh, sorry, in the comments. Sorry. Oh, so yeah.
you thought that was my nickname for our colleague.
No, I thought.
Thought he's on some P. Diddy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, never mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Cassie has said Odegaard misplaced quite a few passes today, and I agree. He has been good today. Obviously, scored a really good goal. But there is something about him that's not quite. He's still playing himself into form. I don't know. Tosin, am I doing too much of that?
No, that's you because you asked me like who do you want to see? I said Odegaard.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Yeah, I think I want to. I fully agree with her. I want to see more from him. Not there. Yeah, I want to see a bit more from him. He's done well, took his goal well, but I want to see you just grab games and control it. You know.
Yeah. Let's give you.
Especially with all of these Maddison comparisons as well.
Yeah. I also feel like I understand they're both creative players, so I understand why those comparisons are there to a degree. But anyone who watches Odegaard knows he literally plays as a right 8. Like Maddison is a floating 10, goes right. I know he drifts left more than other positions, but it's not as fair a comparison because Odegaard doesn't have anywhere near as free a role.
I agree. I fully agree. And that's what I was trying to say to my brother to start the season, but you know how people are unreasonable.
I must say that I've always rated Madison highly.
He's a great player,
Yeah,
but
both quality.
for me, it's different roles.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
players are playing.
I think Odegaard is definitely more energetic, so that it suits how his
Yeah.
style of play is. I think, they're both quality players, though, I would say that.
Rice has this unbelievable ability to skid into a slide
Yeah,
tackle.
yeah, you
know
see
what I
that,
mean?
yeah.
He's just got this ability to like plant his
that's a
foot
good pass.
and go, I'm winning the ball. I've made the tackle and then I'm just going to slide into the finish
Yeah,
as
that's
I
a
win
player.
the ball. It's incredible.
What a player.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Long substitution.
Lon's making a
I
sub.
think for Lons, it's about some pride, innit? They want to try and
I think it's damage limitation.
win this
man.
half.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? That's what their manager will
Strange.
be telling
Sevilla got moved to a lot more in open play than Lons.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah,
Because Sevilla showed absolutely no ambition at all. Like I said,
were
they didn't have
horrible.
a shot on goal until I think it was the 94th minute in that game. They were tough.
Gabriel's passing has improved a lot this season.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
never been a bad
Referee.
passer, but is that not a yellow card?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well done, ref. Sin bins. I know there's going to be a full discussion on Fan Zone tomorrow. Please join us for that chat. I think, Laurie, you're going to be on that
Yeah,
one
I'll
tomorrow.
be on there with Robbie, and I'm going to put it out there right now. I'm a big fan of.
Broski, man. Bro, you've just toe punted me. I'm just sitting here watching football and this guy's come and toe punted me.
That hurt, you know.
Well, of course, because you're not
come
wearing
on,
nothing on your
Rice.
feet.
What's
And
that?
you've got Crocs
He's
on.
just come in socks and just...
Referee.
That was a yellow card,
Like a
Turkish.
rhino. You got...
That hurt, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
talking
This week.
about.
Anyway, go on.
Sorry.
We were talking about sin bins.
Yellow card.
Yeah, so for me, and I'm glad we're having the discussion. Catch it live tomorrow on Fan Zone. Myself and Robbie, and I'm putting it out there right now, people, that I am in favour of sin bins. In fact, I'm on the record on these shows calling for sin bins. Works well in other sports, notably rugby, which I'm a big rugby fan. But yeah, listen, it's needed, it's required, it should happen.
How would that work?
Needed.
It's absolutely
Why?
needed.
I don't know if it's
want to hear
needed.
why.
For a number of reasons. The
Yeah.
chief one being the
Go on.
amount of tactical fouls you get in games, and the way teams will tend to share bad fouls around a team in order to stop teams.
These refs get so
playing.
many decisions wrong. You think they can't get giving the player a sin bin wrong as well?
Everyone says it makes it harder. I actually think it takes the pressure off them getting the right decision. Let me give you a really... So the tactical fouls, I think, is a great example for me. The idea that a team can have a 4-on-2 and on the halfway line you just drag them down and
Yeah.
take the yellow, I don't think that is anywhere near proportional. But I also don't think a team should have a player sent off for that. Like, you don't know that they're definitely going to score. Sin bin, for me, finds that perfect middle ground. The other thing is, you see that Curtis Jones red card the other day on the... Not the other day, it was about a couple of months ago at Spurs. That, for me, is a sin bin in that I kind of get how he has got the ball, but he slipped over. And because he didn't have enough control of it, he's potentially really hurt Basuma. Obviously, Basuma was okay in the end. That, for me, finds that line between, you know what, like, you can see the referees are really fighting with themselves. Is it a yellow, is it a red? Just sin bin, just find that middle ground, 10, 15 minutes off the pitch. Tottenham, you know, at an advantage while Basuma's nursing himself through, you know, a pretty poor
Not
bit of
before
contact.
time. Yeah.
But I don't think Liverpool deserve to be down to 10 men for an hour of the game for an accident.
And not only that, James, I was saying to
Good sub.
somebody in the interval.
Saka comes off for Nelson.
Yes, good
Well done,
sub.
Kai. Yep, sorry, go on. Ron.
A little bit
I was
late for
saying-
me, but
I was saying in the interval there that what I also like about the sin bins is if you think about it, it's going to determine quite a few games, because you imagine a team goes down to 10 men in the latter stages of a game. That could be quite significant. So teams will have to adjust the way they've been doing things at the moment, where they just go out and just drag down a man knowing that he'll get a yellow card, share it around, or you know what I mean?
I think it brings something else into the game that these referees can fuck up.
Yeah, so-
And until,
No, but I mean,
until they get their bread and butter right, why are we giving
you
them
should
jab?
not want to rule.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Turkish, I've got to
Like that
disagree there.
analogy.
You shouldn't not want something to come in that's right for the game,
Well, we give
but
it a
you're
jab.
worried about referees going to
No,
make
because,
mistakes.
okay, let me give you an example.
The referees are going to make mistakes
No,
regardless.
but let me give you an example. We're talking about challenges here. Let's say frustrated. We've all played football at some level here. Yeah, frustrated with a decision. Oh, fuck off. There you go, sin bin.
No, so that's the only thing I disagree
But
with.
that's where these soft referees are going to take it, because look how soft the physicality and the
game is.
and the you know what is it, contact sport nature of football has gone.
Okay. All right, Kai.
That was basic, but I rate it.
Oh, unlucky. Oh.
That's not a foul, ref. That's
Jesus.
not fucking. Ref, that's not a foul.
Hey, Kai Havertz did some great work
How
there.
is that a foul, bro? He spilled the ball. Yeah, you're right, Jesus. How is that a foul?
That is not a foul at all.
Not a foul.
He's spilled
That
the
goal-
ball
Hey,
Look
and
at it.
scrambled.
Show us the full highlight, man. That was brilliant.
Kai Havertz.
And now, you see that? Anana Light, he spilt the ball.
How is that, bro? I'm
Brilliant.
baffed how that is a foul.
That is
bro.
brilliant from Kai Havertz. Well, he's turned up today. His
Where's
best
the foul
performance
in
was-
that?
It's good from Havertz. Brilliant.
Where is the foul there?
Do you know what annoys me about that? Let the move play on, and if we scored, then check it.
That's not a foul. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right there.
The
as well.
referees have this kind of preconceived protection of goalkeepers there, don't they?
Yeah.
You'll be asking for a sin bin for that, Laurie.
So Turkish, you are right. Do I ultimately trust whatever we bring in for the official PGMOL to handle it right? No, not at all. But it's like Laurie said, I don't want to deny something that I believe is going to be better for the game regardless,
He was in the Prem.
just because these guys can't get it right. I sort of hope having that middle ground means that if they are to make a decision that involves a sin bin, at least they haven't gone too far one way or another. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if what should have been a yellow card, they've given a sin bin, are people at full time going to be going, well, we had a player off for 10 minutes and therefore it's cost us the game? I don't know, maybe they will, but
You'll get teams that would start doing that.
maybe. I think sin bins are good. I want challenges in
I just
VAR.
need to
I
see-
want loads of different things.
I just need to see how well it works in rugby, because I don't really watch too much rugby.
see how-
Do you know
I miss
rugby
old
is one of the...
football,
When I watch rugby, I'm blown away by how well it's official. I don't really watch... I actually don't like the sport really. But obviously the World Cup was on recently when the Six Nations on. I don't know, tap into the old game.
Yeah, I watch some
Like,
of
it is... The way TMO works, that's their version of it, of VAR. They are so unbelievably efficient. They're clear. You can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, you hear audio.
Basically players can't protest because they know obviously it's being picked up on audio, so there's kind of more chance of, I don't know, retrospective
In rugby it
punishment, I
works well,
imagine.
because like I said, it can be the determinant factor where, especially late in the game, you don't want to get a player dismissed.
And rugby's harder to judge. Like they've got, well done, Martin. They've got to see if a ball's crossed over a line when there's like 8 bodies over it. Like, and they more often than not come to really good decisions about it, and they're clear about it.
I do think
We
though
can
in
learn a lot
rugby
from that
it's
sport,
different
honestly.
to football insofar as the referee's job is made slightly easier, because in rugby you get a lot less deception by players. It's much harder to do that. Like, you're not going to get dives, are you, for example, and stuff like that. And they tend to argue less with referees because you can get instant.
Yeah, but I've seen some madnesses in rugby matches where someone disguises like a punch or something and he just continues playing. I've seen that.
It's mad. I just miss.
There we go.
I sound like one of those purists, man. I miss the old days of football, boy. I swear. Before
There you go.
technology.
Shane.
Well, for me,
They're not getting it right.
it's either keep working on VAR to make the right thing, so change your PGMOL, look at the implementation of VAR, looking at what they can
Human,
interact
the
with,
people
look at things like
Bring in
the
next-
challenge system, Simmons, all that, or you go the other way and you scrap it completely and you just go to what we've known all our lives, which
Well,
is
it's what that's,
referees, yellow, red cards, the rules we know, get the handball fucking sorted.
I'm with you. I'm
Just
with you.
sort out the
James.
referees.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the-
they just need to
or the
get
human side of it all.
together and really give them intensive courses.
They're trying
They need
ex-players, no? I'm sure I read that this week that they're trying ex-players to train them up.
They just.
Do you think
I
that'll
just
make a
think
difference?
there's too much subjectivity with refereeing. They just need to have an
do you-
objective standard
do
and
you
just go
think
by
that
it.
this whole-
Ride or die.
Get ex-players in to do. I'm not sure if that's
It'd be better.
necessarily going to work.
Be better for sure.
All right, will 2 youngsters get a chance on the pitch? We know they're on the bench. We're entering 20 minutes to go. Arsenal
got space
not
to
getting
run.
that 6th goal yet. I can't imagine they're trying particularly hard for it.
He's got too much space to run.
Nick was saying, the clean sheet though is really what we want, and I kind of understand that. We've got
Yeah, I
5
want that.
goals. I'd like more goals, but let's just.
I think the defence line, if you keep it this, you expect them to keep a clean sheet. I think bringing on some of the youngsters shouldn't affect that. I think because they're more attacking subs. So
This guy with the super chat says refs will use sin bins as a weapon.
they use facts.
That's a very presumptuous thing to say, that.
Yeah.
They just get so many things to protect how bad they are at their job. It's just, I don't,
And then you
Just
get
getting more and more exposed.
and then you get these fake managers, won't say names, that try and act all like magnanimous about
Yeah.
it. And like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna moan at the ref, even though you know like they need.
You know, they're the ones
No, but
coaching
sometimes,
them,
right,
touching them.
Nice.
That play,
What up?
he's in. Oh, that is a
Martinelli.
shit pass, Martinelli. That is bad though.
That is a
That's
poor
a simple 10-yard pass. All you have to do is put your
Sin
foot.
bin.
Legit.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that sometimes managers play up the referees too much. because-
Sometimes
Now, let me
they
finish.
do.
They do that quite deliberately to hide the deficiencies of their own team and their own
Sometimes they
tactics.
do that, yeah.
And it really annoys me when you get managers who do that. I think to myself, come on now. You spent
Like Ten Hag.
X amount of time. Even our manager did it the other day.
Against who? Newcastle.
Yeah, I felt that was overdone. I'd feel like, at the end of the day, man, Raya was the one that cost us that game.
Yeah, no.
So-
I agree with you in that.
So
some
you
of
could talk all day about referees, but the players making a lot of mistakes too. What about that?
No,
And I just don't like when a team, and I'm not talking about just Arteta now, I'm talking about managers per se. They do it all the time. The team puts in a poor performance, and what they do is home in on the referee. It's just
Oh, what a pass
deflection
from Raya.
tactics.
What a pass.
Yeah.
He just put that on Jesus'
I agree with you
chest.
that to an extent he was trying to take
There's a lot of deflection.
but
He's deep,
He was
Jesus,
rightly
though.
aggrieved at that
Yeah,
decision.
Yeah, he's aggrieved, but then, at the end of the day,
He's higher. He's Reece Nelson.
Same way Newcastle are going to be
Yeah,
disappointed.
exactly.
He's playing up.
But performance-wise, they were pants.
Just so you know, Benfica were 3-0 up after 34 minutes against Inter.
Oh, he's
Milan.
in.
It's now 3-3.
Rip him.
Unlucky.
That was never going in.
That was
That
well
was
over.
There were certain Odegaard shots, this
Well
was-
over.
I don't know, there's a way he really sets it up.
That was well over.
He doesn't really bend them in. He drills them low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Slightly.
He puts it's more laces than bend.
Wait, Rice
As in, like,
on...
He
The ones he
strikes it
scores,
with side,
yes.
yeah, but he's
Rice on
side foot it
corners.
around.
Or he
fine.
likes to come across it.
Yeah.
He's a good striker.
He does everything, Declan Rice. Look at him, he's taking corners, he'll take goal kicks, he'll take
He's
throws.
a good striker of the ball, though.
He's a
Make
technical techie player, Declan Rice. I've seen bare of his training videos. He's got ability for days.
Everyone join us on Fan Zone, by the way, tonight. After the game, we'll be live for about an hour taking your calls and reacting to what's been a good night for Arsenal.
true.
Bournemouth.
Nelson. Yeah, I was thinking.
Well, it literally feels like
bounce
that.
really
the referee got in the
Literally.
way, ruined that.
The referee's in the way though a lot. He's been in the way quite a bit. Or twice. Go on in the middle, turn.
Taking up that point as well, we
give it to
were just
Martin Odegaard
talking
there.
about managers and referees. I mean, listen, I know we all saw what happened yesterday with Newcastle. Definitely wasn't a penalty. Yeah?
No.
However, do you not think that Newcastle are trying it on a little bit? Because come on,
I don't buy it. That is no injustice. You were
absolutely
terrible.
smoked in that game.
You got flattened.
Absolutely smoked. Over 30 shots on goal PSG had.
That's
right.
mad.
So, yes, the penalty was, they were hard done by that. You
J2O.
cannot tell me that PSG didn't deserve a draw for that game, at least.
Oh, they deserve to batter them.
So, you know what I mean? It's,
So some
and
managers-
then when we were, that's the thing with football fans. When we were on the end of that goal against Newcastle, what did the Newcastle fans say? Get on with it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
They were
blah. Now
saying
it's
that
happened to them.
now
They're
they're
crying.
complaining.
Rice has just come off for Jorginho.
Makes sense.
was
When are we
very
going to see El
interesting.
Neni?
El Neni's not making an
El
appearance.
Messi as well.
He's not coming on in this game, I don't believe.
Why not?
I doubt you'll see him.
Well, that's the former Leicester player, Mendy. This guy actually won the Premier League. That's kind of mad.
That's mad, isn't it?
Did he win the... Was he there?
Was he there?
No, he came the season after.
Okay.
Yeah, when Kante left, yeah.
Got a super chat from James Delaney, says sin bin affects their performance and confidence. What, the players, you mean?
Is that tongue-in-cheek comment? Though?
Don't know.
Confidence coins dropping after the sin bins.
Maybe means the referees.
That's a good call.
Called it.
Oh.
Martinelli,
Don't.
decent leap.
Ben White.
Ben White keeps it alive.
Find Reece.
Every
again.
Arsenal player is very good at ball retention in tight
Yeah.
spaces. They're very good at just knowing exactly where the
That
space
is a
and
foul
doing
if
something
I've ever
about it.
seen one.
He's
You're
been
right,
everywhere.
James.
This guy's just.
You're right, James. I think ball retention is it's a big thing. I think it's definitely been worked on in training. I think Saka and Silva
Techie
are so
players.
good at it. So good. It's how you control games as
Thought we
well.
might have given Trossard a little runner.
When did Jorginho come on?
I tossed
minute
it
ago.
For Rice.
for Declan Rice.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Welcome to the watch along.
Welcome to the party.
Don't you think so?
Was that?
I thought he'd have given Trossard a little runner.
Good pass.
Say lawful,
Good
I don't
pass.
think international.
Go on, give it to Reece. Play. Oh, the channel was on. Ben White, Reece Nelson link up's not bad though.
That's
right.
unlucky.
Don't mind seeing that.
That was nice.
Decent bit of football. Never felt like they fully had control of it, but
Nah, you should have drilled it low, man. Then, yeah.
So glad Ben didn't. You got rid of that stupid white hair. That was ridiculous.
And Arsenal
You're
just
hating on the man's hair, yeah?
It's mad because normally I'm all for players expressing themselves in ways that are just, yeah, nah.
If you were still playing football, I could see you in all sorts
Never,
of
bro.
colourful hairs. And
Never.
your boy Rashford.
Yeah,
little
he's changed
blonde,
his.
yes.
Yeah, he's got the light
Is it
brown.
blonde
now.
or
He's gone light brown now. I don't know
Light
what
brown.
he's doing.
Do you like that, yeah?
No, because I'm probably have to do it on a shoot, which is bloody annoying. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
coming up, yeah. What a life. Come on, some more goals, man. 5 in 45 minutes and then none in this half so far. Come on, Arsenal.
football, but
Sometimes
football
it be
goes like that sometimes.
Yeah,
No, I know
that's
that. I'm
exactly
aware.
what I
I'm
was
fully
thinking.
aware of that.
Sometimes it's just like that.
I just
It's a
want
game of
I want
two
more
halves.
entertainment.
Was it? Did England go like 4 or 5-0 up in a World Cup game in 2018? Was it? Does anyone remember that against?
Is it?
I think John Stones scored. I can't remember. The people I was watching with, I can't remember, but
It was
people I was
a,
watching,
it
I
was a
think, were
Latin
saying
American team, I think.
maybe, and they were like, "Oh, it's going to be 8-9-0." I was like, "Probably not." Like, there's this weird thing in football where I don't know.
I just hate
you go
when-
5-0 up. I think for these professional athletes, it's more. Let's just make this as painless and
Yeah,
calm.
but I hate when clubs can just say, like, they can go out there and say, well, the second half it was 0-0. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd hate
What,
for
you
to
gonna
give
be talking
any.
to all your Lons
What you
friends?
want is-
No, but I'd hate for like just a club to have that, be able to say that.
I get where you come.
Like, even if we
what
get
I like
one,
is like when France played Gibraltar, they just
Slap them.
There's just
battering.
What was that 14-0?
14. They just no mercy.
They're like, you
They
know
said,
what?
right.
We want the record.
The Arsenal Academy boys recently against Liverpool. Like,
Oh, good
that
pass.
kid scored 10 goals.
That's a poor pass, man.
It's lazy in the final
Tired
third.
pass,
Yeah. Maybe take him off.
If this was City,
Bring
they
on
would
your
have
son.
scored about 8 or 9 tonight, don't you think?
I was trying to see what Arsenal.
Yeah,
fans
he
were
wins. He
saying.
wins the ball fair.
fuck off,
Where's the
man.
foul? He wins it fair and square.
Yeah, this is a madness.
Don't get yourself booked for that, man.
You see,
Sin bin.
I can imagine
the
that
sin.
little bit there.
Sin bin.
Yeah, they
Referee saying
Yeah, he
sin bin,
broke the ball.
disrespect to the line.
To our official, yeah.
That's where the balance is going to be lost.
No, that's true. Yeah, I hear that. Sorry, completely away from this game. I was just wanting to see what Arsenal fans are saying online about this performance. I stumbled across that Barnsley goal.
Probably
Have you
saying
seen it? The Barnsley scored a goal and the goalkeeper sort of had it in his arm.
I did see that. I did see that.
And he's like
he's
slightly
trying to waste
nudged
time,
and he
isn't he?
drops the ball.
So
And
bad.
the goalkeeper the striker rolls it back.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
scores.
saw that.
Surely, this is like one of the funniest goals I've ever seen.
And then the
I'll show-
keeper tries complaining to the referee about
That's
it.
ridiculous. That looks like match fixing. That's what it looks like.
It was so bad that
So
you're like, there's no way.
The touch is
There
so
wasn't even like
smooth.
a scramble to stop him. But
What, like
listen,
the
it's-
Dion Dublin one?
Bro, he runs up to you, just taps on this, and then the
by the way, it's obviously not. We're just saying
keeper
it was
falls on the
just
floor
that
and drops
bad
the ball.
goalkeeping. It was hilarious.
But what was good about that is that the referee, because the goalkeeper tried to complain
You
to
seen
the
it?
ref. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And the ref just sort of.
Oh, okay, Kai.
Well played.
turn.
Nice.
Kai Havertz ball.
They've got everyone behind the
Bank.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
They're a lot more defensive this half.
They haven't had a single attempt in the
I
second
do
half.
agree
Yeah,
with you,
I was
though,
gonna say,
Cecil. That will be frustrating if you heard that, innit?
It's
The London
jarring.
manager will turn around and say, I thought in the second half we were much better. In
It's
fact, I thought we were the better team
Good
in
pass.
the second half.
That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That is champagne football.
Play him.
Nice. One more.
Back heel.
That's all right,
Unlucky.
that's it.
Unlucky.
Nice,
Good
nice.
idea.
That's it though. It's the right idea.
Good idea.
That's what we can ask. It's the right idea.
That's
is
lovely by
beautiful football.
Who
Jorginho.
played that ball over the top?
Jorginho.
What was it?
Play him. That's a great ball.
Who's on?
These
Did you do it
lines
first
are
time? Yeah. That's the right idea, man.
Such fine margin, isn't it?
10 minutes to go.
10 minutes to go.
This is the less stress I've ever been about an Arsenal game.
I'm
Nice
loving it.
though, man. It's
It's good. It's actually, yeah. It's beautiful. It's Beautiful.
Even if we were 3-0 up in a Premier League game, I'd be a bit like, don't concede, want to give them hope. Like, you know what I mean? This is just total calm. Go on, Kai, I want a second.
I want Saliba to score, man.
He's made the run to the front post.
Oh.
Ben White, unlucky.
Decent opportunity.
Ben White, yeah.
Decent.
Wait. Is Saliba? Oh yeah, he's there. It's
Decent.
unlucky. That is unlucky. That's a hard.
And then Nketiah's coming on.
Hey, your son.
Proud dad moment.
Take your picture. No.
He rises.
Gabby Jesus, well.
Sent them
This
to
is
the cleaners.
Look how he fakes it, man. He is so good at it.
Beautiful, man.
That is
Sent them
that
to the
keeper's.
cleaners.
That was awful.
Took his soul, man.
Good on him. Good on him.
Just like Lissandro, I ain't seen him since. Was this Lissandro?
He's not sliding. Who was that?
Dallo, yeah.
You see someone made an edit of Dallo
Go around the
still
world.
sliding, yeah. Unbelievable.
Was Jesus that chopped that as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
So 10 minutes for Eddie to get a hat trick.
He can get goals.
Kivior's getting
Kivior.
forward more than
The
Martin.
much maligned Eddie Nketiah. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one.
No, not as much as
The whole fan base.
No. I'm a
supports- no, seriously.
I'm a fan of. No, I'm a fan of
No,
Eddie.
no.
I think.
It's not-
I've seen man pull up Turkish in shops saying get behind it. I've seen like people. There's people that ride out for Eddie.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I'm a fan of Eddie.
Told him to allow it. Like I told Laurie to allow it.
I'm actually a fan of Eddie. I just don't think Arteta sets him up for success in the way he uses him. Eddie is a bench striker. He should not be
Also
starting
penalty.
the amount of matches he starts.
And not a big six bench.
Oh, well played,
Good
Jorginho.
Oh, where's that foul?
Wait, who?
And they're looking at. Let's go over to Nick actually for his
Yeah,
thoughts
Martin
and
does a
also
lot.
what's going on here.
He's
Nick,
Brazilian.
what are they telling you?
I'm just having a look at a replay here. It's going back a while. It's an elbow in the face for
that same guy?
potential penalty for the substituted right back
Man, he did a
Sarnov.
breakdance move though.
Oh, come on, that's a foul.
That hurts though.
It looks like it could be a foul.
It's not
if people say that
deliberate,
it's,
but it is a high arm.
soft, I
He
can
does
see
his
that as well.
arm. Does his arm need to be that high?
They're checking
Maybe
it.
to
It's a little
shield
bit
him off?
50-50. The check's on
Yeah,
going.
that's.
It's not great.
More time when you're going to try and chest the ball or take
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, but like he
bosses
legit moves his arm after.
He
busts his lip.
he rubbed his chin.
No penalty. Is he gonna check it? Was it no?
Yeah, it's being
checking
sent to
it.
the
If he's going to look at it, that means it's a goal.
I don't know, man.
That maths does not math, my friend.
If he's going to look at it,
Penalty.
It's a goal.
That's
Penalty, man.
XGOT.
He meant
That's what
it's
he
a
means.
penalty.
XGOT.
XGOT. Okay.
Goals on target.
I would respect.
Oh, it's a handball. Potential handball we're looking at.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. That makes sense.
The handball.
Oh,
okay.
it's both. It's handball. It's a smashing. He smashed him in the face.
I
And
think
took a touch
This
and
guy's
ran.
been all over the place since he's
Yeah, I
come
think
on.
the handball.
Yeah,
I
he's
think it is a
actually
handball.
going
To be honest with you,
I
he
don't know
did kind of
what-
thrust his arm back. When he
Yeah,
felt
there's a
it.
bit
So,
of a. There's a little bit of a.
normally if they call a referee,
Yeah,
to
there
look at
is.
it
There's
like
a.
that.
Yeah.
It's gone too
As soon
far
as he felt
behind his
Martinelli,
body.
but
Who needs the goal? He's giving it handball.
He's giving it.
Who needs the goal? Who can give this penalty to? Little charity team.
Raya.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
See,
I'll tell you something, Ramsdale hasn't done. Scored a fucking goal for his
Mikel will be there.
Mate, you have sold your team. You've been a train wreck
don't
since
you
coming
see
on.
that? Don't you see that pattern? Whenever they call a referee over,
Usually,
100%, yeah.
it's not.
But you said he's checking it. Goal.
But you see
because I was sure that
but you
was
see
a
how the
goal.
Newcastle VAR ref was stood down. I think the ref should be stood down because the final decision's with you. Just because you can see the incident, doesn't mean like the final say is with you. You can say no. It's not. It's not a penalty.
No, I'm
the
just
guy puts
thinking
the ball
in a
down.
lot of the games I watch, once the referee goes over, it's like they invite him over to look at it. And in the
Say,
back of his mind, he's thinking, oh, there must be something here.
Yeah.
They're probably saying something in his ear as well.
Who's taking
Come
this?
on, man,
Because
he's taking it.
There's
Let's
a bit
have
of
the
a
ball.
chat with Jorginho because I think Jorginho missed
No
one
one's on a
recently.
hat trick, so just give it to
Let's
the normal
resume.
penalty taker.
Bring on a youngster, man. That's too much pressure.
Give it to Eddie.
Of course you. I
figured you'd say that.
I figured you'd say that.
Well, I haven't seen a Jorginho skip in a minute though. I'll be real.
Please don't skip.
No, he's gonna skip. Oh,
He's
God,
missed so many penalties for Italy now.
Yeah, for Italy doing it, but club, he's been alright. Do the
You
skip,
let
man.
this guy save it.
Yeah, you let Onana
after all what we said about
2.0 save this.
After all what we said about him.
Do the
surely.
skip. Shoot. No, he didn't.
No,
Great
pen.
goal.
Well done.
Pen.
iPad.
6-0. Well, we're not even going to get clapped from this side of the...
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's because they're
No,
getting
you're right, man. You didn't pay for this game, bro. You don't have to feel disappointed in it's not entertaining enough. Jesus Christ.
6-0. Great. What a great night at the Emirates.
It's lovely.
Come on.
It's a great night.
One of the great nights.
One of our records.
Come on, get 7, please. 7 will be elite.
Yeah,
Let's
equal that. Why not?
Yeah.
Gave him the eyes. Nice. Look at that.
That's so hard to do.
Superb.
So what do you say to all these people then at the start that was saying that this was an easy group and you know what I mean? Also, if we don't top it,
That they were spot on.
Yeah, they're right.
exactly, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
They are absolutely
No, I took issue with people saying
Europa League-ish.
Europa League group because my issue with that was I considered all 3 teams the best team you would get in a group in the Europa League. Yeah, you might see them all in the Europa League, but
It's Europa League-ish, though.
but they were all kind of like PSV was for us last season. We kind of
That's it,
narrowly
Kai.
beat them at home but lost away. I kind of felt similar about all these teams. Like, actually, away from home, they might be awkward. And look, Lens proved that, right? That they beat us, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
But at home, we've been pretty
Phenomenal.
immense. None of them have scored it. We haven't conceded a goal at home in
No,
the
none of them. Yeah,
at the
none of them.
Emirates.
Yeah.
So at the home of the Emirates, obviously. In the Champions League at the Emirates, we haven't
Yeah,
conceded a goal.
It's really annoying,
since
'cause,
the Bayern 5.
But when you look at our group, the quality of our group pretty much kind of stays consistent throughout, whereas
Yeah.
most other groups, the quality goes straight down
Yeah.
from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So there's
exactly.
an argument that this group is like, okay, there's no league winners in this group, but it's a balanced group.
This is
Yeah.
exactly
That's a good
what
point.
I was trying to say at the start. I think that's what makes it not like a straightforward, easy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
still have to come out here and do your job.
Yeah.
Because any one of these could have been slightly awkward away ties.
I must admit I was disappointed in Sevilla because obviously they got a pedigree in Europe.
Yeah,
Don't
but-
get it twisted. When we went away to them, they were,
Nah,
but they were okay. No, they
Sevilla,
were alright.
nah,
we should have
we
we
just-
should have battered them away from home.
I thought they were alright.
That was a 6. No, not a 6. That was a 3-0 disguised as a 2-1.
Yeah, we should have
Like,
battered
we
them
were
away
very
from home.
comfortable. It's only because we conceded that goal from a
Yeah,
set piece. That's
that's
something
it.
we thought get back into a shape. But
They're also they're an ageing team as well. They are.
yeah.
No, but it's just common sense. Sevilla at the start of the season is different from Sevilla at the end of the season. They just turn it on at the start. Oh, lovely, Jorginho.
Oh, Jorginho, hello.
Great touches.
And I think none of those teams are doing particularly well in their domestic leagues. are
No,
they?
they're not.
Well, Lens are 6, I think.
Oh, they've
Sevilla
Yeah,
are
they've come back up,
in the
Lens,
bottom end of the table.
Yeah, Sevilla aren't doing well this season at all.
Yeah.
They got second last year, didn't Lens? In the
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They gone. They gone.
But they sold some. Oh,
Oh, look, is that Eddie? Oh, it's Eddie.
It's a
Eddie.
decent ball from
He
Kilo.
looks small then, though.
Crowds are laying for every pass.
Malays, yeah.
Alays.
Yeah,
6-0
you can
up.
hear the crowd. They're having their fun. Don't blame them. I've got a super chat from AFC Max. I just want to, if Tapping Toes is watching this, these are not my words. I'm reading the words of AFC Max. It's so good to see Tosin, the more good-looking brother and more intelligent. Not to mention he was the smart one to choose the best London team.
Why didn't you say it's your words? Were you scared?
I love you both equally, and
Oh.
not that you don't, but Tobes goes to the gym, and I just want everyone to, just get along. So
I think you could have it out YouTube boxing match. I think you'd be alright, James. I think you'd hold your own.
Challenge.
imagine when will the first football YouTuber enter the world of YouTube boxing?
Oh, nice. I don't think we'll be too far off.
Yeah, we're
from
not
this.
far off that.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'll come.
I don't know if.
Isn't that I Show Speed guy? Is he not?
Well, he's been trying to not call out KSI, but he keeps saying, get in the ring with me, but he's obviously flattening KSI.
Who?
I
I Show
Speed.
Speed. That guy.
He's not really a football.
Oh,
player.
okay, he's more just everything.
Yeah.
Do you know? I love that work rate, man. 6-0 up, with a couple minutes to go.
Let's not
Tracking
concede.
back, having played a full 90.
And now
minutes.
conceding will be poor.
Look
So
at that
that's
from
not.
Jorginho. Even conceding a throw looks classy.
yeah, I'm sure they're desperate to keep a clean sheet.
So who didn't make it on the pitch? So obviously Trossard. Who else so far that was on the bench that you
No,
would
Nelli,
expect?
Cedric.
Oh, how did you let that?
Good
Well
tackle.
done.
Good block.
Yeah, he
Look
wants,
at that celebration for the block.
what-
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I love that.
Yeah, Turkish, you love that as well.
That's a little Turkish. You love that, man. Celebrating.
I'd more countenance that than what it was Zinchenko the other day.
Burnley
When he
at
cleared the-
home, Lens at home. Leave that for the Bayern Munich semi-finals and the Real Madrid quarter-final.
He's just celebrating.
They
That was a
clean
goal-saving
sheets.
tackle.
I love it. That is the standards we want at the club.
Yeah.
Bro,
I like that.
That's 15
No,
bags.
everyone just
That's
came round him. They're about to buy him a car.
That's 15 bags clean sheet bonus though. That's
what he's thinking.
But you know what? There will be bonuses like that.
Bro, of course,
It's
it is.
it's true.
Yeah.
You think he's not celebrating that? Bro, that's an extra 15 grand.
Christmas round the corner, yeah.
Bro, you get a Champions League bonus, appearance bonus, a clean sheet. Bro, come on, bro.
No, you're right. I've handed those contracts out on Football Manager.
It's true. It's true.
And I'm sat there going, you want a goal bonus for doing your job?
They're raking up the money today, boy.
I ultimately oblige and give Eddie 300 grand a week. So.
I'll be celebrating just as loud.
J Federer J says 6 goals in our game and in the United one. AFTV are in the comments saying Zestel v Turkish in the ring. We will make it happen.
AFTV, get out of the with production.
What do you mean get out of the comments? I'll take it off our channel.
That would be fire. That would be fire.
Where's Rob? Get the image off the fucking screen.
You want me to fight that guy?
I'm ringing Robbie, man. I'm ringing Robbie.
This is like
I'm
easy
fucking
money.
ringing Robbie. Fuck these lot. Robbie.
Chris of the Super Chat says James would destroy Tobes ... in a chess match. I don't play chess. Does Tobes play chess?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, so maybe I'll have a chance.
He just assumed that you're good at chess.
Yeah.
I think it's because you got glasses.
Yeah, I think so.
Just assumed. The internet's fucked, isn't it, Tosin? It's fucked, man.
Oh man.
I said James, glasses, stats, chess. That's your profile.
I wonder what they think I'm doing on a Friday night. Like, you know, no respect to all chess players, sure, but do they just think I'm just...
Respect all
He's
chess.
kind of old school, like, they think he's one of them. Like, what's them pipes? Chess.
Doing Sudoku in the morning.
The pipes, Look at the birds,
Full time,
man. Well played.
Oh, it's been enjoyable.
Full time, Arsenal find a way.
He doesn't look happy. He does not look happy.
It's a nice coat, that. I like his coat. How much did that coat cost? I need a new coat.
1-0 in the
Arteta.
second half.
What do you think?
I'll tell you, that's quite a lot of money.
This is mad. He does not look happy. He looked happy at Brentford,
Yeah.
dragging around Kai.
Yeah.
I don't think he's happy.
Guys, it's not good enough.
And this is the thing I was talking about with the control
Talking
thing. He doesn't look happy, even when we won 6-0.
First half, the team was fucking brilliant, and he'll say second half, shit.
Look, 6-0.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
I've had a great day.
Effortless 6-0.
This is great.
Effortless.
I'll take
I
this,
am
man.
happy with
The
that.
game was done inside 15 minutes.
I was stressed this morning, boy. My place at my house was moving mad, and today I said Arsenal will make me happy, and they did. Thank you very much. I don't normally. There's always pressure. I always say this is going to rely on my day. If Arsenal get a good result, normally it fails. But today,
So you've had a good watch along.
I had a great watch. Whoa.
I just wonder if you've had a good time.
The production
Who's man of the match?
won them.
Yeah, all right, let's hashtag man of the match. Go on.
I like
tough.
Jesus.
I liked Havertz today.
Oh, Havertz is a good shout.
I think that's a legitimately fair shout. That's
I
not
like
just some
Havertz.
pity he got a goal and
Yeah,
did some
he
nice
looked good.
things.
I like
I thought he
Jesus.
was just...
I must say, I like Jose.
Because of the Brentford and people, when I was speaking to them, they were like, "Oh, he looks leggy and all of that." Oh, he's from the international break, wasn't great against Brentford. To come back and do this, I know it is.
If
a
Tommy
terrible
Yasu played the
loss.
full
It's
game,
good.
I probably would
Yeah,
have
I
given
was
it to him.
thinking Tommy first half was stand out.
Very
I think
good.
Jesus provided those moments in the game, though.
Yeah, the quality.
So top two sorted.
Top two sorted.
Done, qualified. Yeah, PS. Yeah, done.
Perfect.
Lovely. Good night.
Job done. We are in the knockouts of the Champions League as a
Nice.
first seed as well.
Feels good to be back.
And we're free flowing in the competition, man. A lot of goals scored.
Yeah.
We're dark horses.
This might compare to one of our highest scoring Champions League seasons. Off the tops, we scored 6 today, 4 against PSV, a couple against Sevilla.
At home, yeah.
Scored a few goals now, man.
Scored
The job done. Top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League group. So yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. So and the fixtures are coming in thick and fast.
Yeah,
now.
it's
So we got
starting to roll
Wolves
in.
on Saturday, and then we got Luton on Tuesday, I believe, right?
Yeah, then Villa away.
That's probably why Trossard didn't play, because now's the time to really see. squad
And let's be
management
honest,
skills.
both.
Oh, he got
Wolves-
it.
Player of the match.
Jesus got it.
Jesus. Did you see him?
Yeah, I
told
would
you
have given
lot,
it to Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm not mad at that.
Well, the comments With 600 votes in, although plenty coming in, have Havertz at 45%, Tomiyasu 26%, so great shout from Turkish there as well. Jesus 16.
Tosin said Tomiyasu first.
Oh, did you? Sorry. And then Saka on 13 as well.
That's my guy. Sorry.
Oh, you recognise someone on
guy?
screen, yeah?
Yeah, my guy. In front
Which
of
guy?
Martinelli. That guy right in front of him. That guy with the Arsenal shirt. Sorry, the hood up.
Who is he?
I'm not going to say on camera, but I'll let you know off camera. Good friend of mine.
Was he like that, is it?
This brother.
This is an interesting super chat from
No.
from H says, I think Arteta is mad that the fans left early.
Oh.
Could it be some?
It
what
was
I said?
clearing out. It was clearing out because
Could it
I did
be
see that.
that element of what I said? A lot of people came at me in the comments, but
No, I don't think it's that because I
Why
mean
not?
we've all
Why they
been
leave early?
to Champions League nights at the Emirates. And these are later nights now. It's like this is about like 15 minutes,
Isn't it?
These are later nights, man.
no, but
People got work.
it could be that, you know, bro. You laugh.
I've seen people.
Why'd they leave early then? So many people leave early.
I've
Why?
seen
They
this is
probably
this
got
is
work in the morning.
Yeah, this is
Wednesday.
not like odd. I've seen it.
The
several
suggestion
times.
is that more than normal will leave. I believe. Why?
I just think
Because the game's wrapped up.
Yeah.
Job done. They've seen a nice amount of goals they're thinking, and you know they've decided to leave and avoid the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, it could be that.
football fans spend a fortune to go to games, to get the merch, whatever, just to get the tickets. If they want to leave
They're allowed
10
to.
minutes early with, you know, a 5-6-0 lead, I don't have a problem with that.
No, I'm not saying I've got a problem with it. I'm trying to,
sure.
I'm offering explanation as to why some of them might have felt that, you know, it's done, boom.
If
I
that's the
just
case,
think Arteta was just keeping a, you know, fairly unanimated face.
Stoic face.
I'll be shocked if it's because it can't be that. That's
Speculation.
ridiculous.
We're all discussing.
True, yeah.
like
Speculation. yeah.
Speculation, man.
Fair enough. All right. Jesus just being interviewed now after his Man of the Match award that he received by TNT Sport. We're going to get Nick's final thoughts and wrap it up with him there as well. Everyone, a big thanks for joining us. Fancams will be joining us. Fancams will be on the channel in the next 20 minutes or so, and we will be live as well on full time. Come join us. Download the AFTV Plus app, which is completely free to do with the click of a button. You can join us on Fanzone. It is super easy. You can chat to me and
You're going to have a little lay
you
down
can chat
after
to me in
this session.
Turkish. That's why I won't be anywhere near us.
So you're going to have a little lay down after this.
I've got to work, my bro.
Other side now. Other way this time. Instead of that, he's going to do it.
End the stream, Dave. It's back up. Oh my God. End the stream.
All right,
Have
over
a
to
little
Nick.
lie down here.
Big thanks for joining us, everyone. Catch you in a bit.
Champions League knockout football is back at the Emirates Stadium, back where it belongs. I'm going to contain some of my energy for the fan cam, but I'll give you one last stat to leave you. Since the beginning of the Champions League, only 3 players, have scored and assisted in back-to-back-to-back home games. That's 3 games, back-to-back-to-back, goal and assist. Karim Benzema, Luis Suarez, and Bukayo Saka. That is the kind of quality that we have in our squad at the moment. People have put a lot of doubt on us about would we even get top 4, would we even get Europe, all the rest of it. Now we're in the knockout stages and there's going to be more criticism. But listen, 6-0 Champions League. And if people want to talk about the quality of opposition, let's see them do it. That's all I've got to say for now. That's it. End the stream. Thanks very much.